Episode 7 episodes. Can you believe that?
I can't believe it.
But I think it's kind of easier to tell now because we're in a new...
We got a promotion.
We're somewhere new, somewhere we're familiar with that introduced us to this life, and now look at us. We're right here.
Mama, we made it.
And Mama, we made it. We're in a
video game. We got a studio.
Going good.
We're doing pretty good.
And we are downtown Corpus at the Produce Studio.
Yes, indeed.
We can't thank y'all enough for hooking us up with this and making our podcast a little bit more professional looking, even though our talking isn't professional, but it is professional, but it's not professional because
it's good for Corpus.
Yeah, it is.
It's good for Corpus.
We needed it though. We definitely needed it though, that upgrade. Sure. Our mics aren't like super going crazy, or Makai's not there like turn it down or stop or move the mic back or anything like that. So having to deal with that is like and I'm not there.
It's a plus.
Oh, did I press record? Hey, hold on. Pause. Let me go look at
what's the commercial? Set it and forget it.
Dude, this is the best ever.
That's
so
it.
Thank you, Produce Studio, for hooking us up, allowing us to do this. Jesse Third, everybody hooking us up with the guys out here to get us on this deal, to get us this chance to do this, because we made it. That's pretty cool.
We're on TV. We're on TV, so we're doing all right.
Hell yeah. And y'all know me, Justin, Jay Flizzle, Jay Flo, everything else,
the mayor.
Everybody calls me the mayor of Drift Corpus, president.
Always politicking.
With my right hand man, we got Aaron Puto Perez,
Grid Daddy,
2023. I know that. Look, I already got it now.
Yep,
2023.
Yep.
Grid Daddy.
Yep.
Now he's got a Grid Daddy son that he still has to go back to.
Yeah.
But
also new to the grid.
New to the grid.
New to the grid.
Is that what it is? Yeah. That's true. So getting everything. And now, what are we gonna do now that we don't have a grid? Now that we have a hot lap style, is it grid or is it just like that's?
It's set it and forget it.
That's true.
Just go out there and run
just
it.
Moving on up, ain't we?
That's
just
it.
Moving on up.
That's it.
All right, so we're back. Episode 7, brand new studio, brand new guests. We got our boys over here. A little bit kind of a different thing that we got with y'all. So this is something cool because y'all do what we do. We don't do what y'all do. But y'all do it like 20 times cooler than us in many different ways.
Scaled. You can say it's scaled.
There you go. Scaled. Mm-hmm. The scaled version.
Maybe
of
a tenth of a scale.
I don't know what but we got them here. 110. We got our boys here. I got Sean. I got Donald. And I got Skylar, which I've known Skylar for longer than anybody in this room. What is it, like 20 years? We've been doing all this stuff.
Since street racing days.
Going to that. Like, man.
Censor that.
Yeah. Crazy. Don't give evidence.
Yeah. That was back in the day. It's all good.
Yeah. Nothing. You were just Justin.
Yeah. There was no deal on that one. Yeah. That was ISR Justin.
Yes.
ISR Justin. Yeah.
For real.
But yeah, thank y'all for coming in. We've been planning this with Skylar for a super long time. Sean, I met you at the last deal and you welcomed me with open arms because we kind of do the same thing. Different trade, and then this is our fun hobby type stuff to do. And I know you like that too. I heard that you were some big time lawyer and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm like, oh man. But no, introduce yourselves one by one. Sean, we'll start with you. Tell us your name, your ats, quick basic rundown of what you own and what you do real quick.
Sean Billett. I compete in SDC, which is the scale drift competition that Super G RC Drift throws. I don't have a real drift car yet. I have been drifting. I have done it, but these other guys got me outclassed. But I do compete in a 1/10 scale. We'll get into that later, I assume, with some questions. Sean _ Billet on Instagram and Sean Billet on Facebook.
Do you have a Twitter? No Twitter accounts? Nothing.
I do have a Twitter account. My wife owns it, but Sean Billet. Like Billet Aluminum. You can find me pretty easy.
And Mr. Donald?
Hey, I'm Donald Martin.
He's just Donald.
Co-owner of the Drift Lounge, and I have a good time. I just started the whole real drift thing, and man, it has engulfed my life.
Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome, big time.
I love he got into the real
stuff.
stuff.
I had to wash my hands.
Welcome to debt.
And take a shower today.
You get used to it after a while.
Yeah. 240 life, I guess they say.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm ready to do it.
Hell yeah. Skylar, what you got, man?
I'm Sky RC Drift Texas. I'm sorry, Sky _ RC _ Drift _ Texas. And it's the same on TikTok and Instagram. I don't have any
And you got
other...
a TikTok there?
Yeah, TikTok's actually more popular than any of my other ones. And I haven't put any videos because, truth be told, I haven't been behind the controller in like, fuck, dude, 2 months. I've been doing my real car.
That's good.
I've been taking my time with that. I want to
It's
try
not
to get
bad
out on the
excuse.
track with you guys. I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, the RC stuff's fun, but the thrill ain't there if I ain't hitting the
Smell
wall.
the rubber more, like,
something
yeah.
like that,
It's,
you know? But yeah, I mean, just here to have fun.
They're
and-
both fun.
yeah. And you've been drifting since we started Drift Corpus, right? You were around the first.
Yeah,
one?
definitely. I've been around for a
You've
long
been
time.
out
I
for
had
the
a,
longest.
you know, how I got into this, I had a back surgery, and the doctor's like,
Yes.
no more real drifting. And I had a LS S14, and I had just finished it. It was like, it
Mm-hmm.
was my Mona Lisa. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm ready. And then the doctor's like, no, you're not.
No.
I was like, well, dang. Because I had medical bills. I sold my car. And then I said, you know what? I always like RC drifting. I had a friend that's like, you buy one, I'll buy one. So that's what I did.
There
I
it
bought
goes.
one, and then
That's how it starts.
that's how it started, bro.
Yeah.
It's been a rabbit hole ever since.
Damn.
Highly addictive.
But that's good. You took care of your health, man. Like that's the most important thing.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
mean, I
people
try,
don't see
I try.
that. I see, you know, I mean, dealing with our friends and seeing that we deal with 40, 50 drivers all the time. They're like, oh, I'm sick. And I'm like, hey, dude, take care of your health, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
I always tell people, they're like, oh, I got to leave drifting. I'm like, go do what you got to do. Drifting ain't going nowhere. Like, I
Yeah.
guarantee you, take care of your health, your life, your mind, like everything, dude. And drifting's going to be here. Go take care. Go buy your house. Go do whatever. Like, do it. It ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Like, believe me, I've been pushing this, you know, forever. And I
Yeah,
tell
a very
everybody,
long
hey,
time.
don't like trip. Like, learn from me. Take care of yourself. Do what you got to do.
We all
And
took
then
time
do
off.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
took
we take
care
time
of
off now,
ourselves.
yeah. But it's just, that's good that you took care of your health, man. Because a lot of people throw that on the back burner nowadays. And it's like, man, there's so much stuff going on nowadays.
true.
And it's like, and
Very
it's
true.
expensive. Like you said, you
You
got to
ain't
pay
lying.
bills. You got to
It
sell
is.
stuff. You
It
got to
is.
do. But
Mhm.
look at you. You're doing your thing. That's badass to see you out here again. You know what I mean? You,
Yeah, I mean, I
you
never
took your
gone
health
away.
hi-
I
yeah.
was in the
You
back.
took your health hiatus, and it was like, hey, nice, you made it. And there was a couple events I'd see you out there. You're like, my back, and I'm like, hey, sit down, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
know, hey, I understand, bro. Like, sit back and watch and do what you got to do. But that's badass that you took care of that. And it's like, now look at it, paid off. You're
Yeah,
here.
it
You're
is
doing
hot
it.
AF in here.
Yeah, you're good.
I was like, am I tripping or is it
It's
actually
like all the
hot?
questions. It's because the camera. So he's like,
Where we asked the real
Got you
question.
front and
we asked the
center,
real
yo.
questions. But yeah, so thank you guys for coming on. Like I said, we've been talking about this forever, and we kind of want to deep dive into everything and break down what y'all do, because it's a huge thing. Like, I want to get out there and go out there and do it. And if it involves a controller, I suck at it. You know, I suck at video.
Yeah,
Other than
no.
football when I beat you, but you know, PlayStation 2.
One time.
PlayStation 2.
One
but
time.
but yeah, no, and that's cool. It's a whole different aspect. And like Sean, how you told me you competed and you do stuff. I competed in the real thing. I can only imagine, you know, you're with a car, you don't feel the car. You're not like in it. You're not feeling the suspension. You're looking and you're doing it with your hands of how you feel. Like,
That's
I mean,
right.
with suspension on the cars and dealing it in, we're making adjustments. So I can only imagine, like, that's a question that I'll have is like, what do you adjust? What do you do? How do you do this? How does this go there? How do you mentally prepare for something like that and doing that? And so y'all own the Drift Lounge, right?
That's right. Donald and I are proprietors of Drift Lounge Corpus Christi. So we've got a track over in the Bluff, pretty good size track for Texas, and we've got what's most people know as J tile, the Japanese plastic
Okay.
tile.
Yeah.
Super G RC Drift uses the same stuff
Nice.
in the bigger tracks and a lot of the
So
Japanese
traction
tracks
matters
use
for that, even though it's PVC style stuff. Like, is it? I mean,
Tires are very specific to the floor.
so they are okay. So see, that's a
Very,
good thing.
yeah,
So that's
very
like, is there different
And it's
tires? Is it a
forever
plastic
changing.
thing? Okay, so you went with the
Absolutely.
Japan stuff. That's like, you know. So to me, that's kind of like our parking lot. People come and look at it, but it's like our parking lot is good on tire wear and stuff. And you want to get the stuff. You want to get the things that's suits your customers, of course, like that. And it's like, to me, I didn't have a choice, but hey, it works with us. And like, now that you're saying the Japanese stuff, it's like, is that more of like the consistent thing? Is that just more of what everybody else runs, or like the competition? You know what I mean?
The US scene follows the Japanese scene to a large degree. And
Okay.
so when folks were seeing videos with this black tile, oh, I want that. And so Super G bit the bullet, bought this stuff. They had a polished concrete floor and they did it all in the J tile or Japanese P tile. and it just took off. And so for anybody that wants to go and compete at the end of the year at Super G, that's like the Super Bowl first weekend.
Okay,
of,
so that's y'all's
October.
Formula Drift. That's
It's
Right.
crazy.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
so if you want to tune, ideally you'll have the same surface and you'll
Yes.
run the same tire that they have as their spec tire.
So they have a rules class, like
Absolutely.
Oh, even when you go and you pay entry fee and you go in there, I've never been, but like I say, when Matt goes, you know what I mean. Matt keeps us up to date.
Yeah.
But they say they give you a badass pit mat, and then they give you a brand new set of tires. So there's no funky stuff going on. Like
Man,
and
wouldn't that be
they
nice
check
in the real
tires,
world?
they're like, okay, you're clear.
Oh,
Cool.
so they give you the tires.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
when
so
they
they're
tech
making sure
your
all
car.
y'all
They
respect that.
tech like they put your on scales and you got to meet a certain weight. I did SDC one time in Texas, and Matt and JJ were like, "You got to do it." I was like, "No, I'm just here to hang out. Do it." So I competed. I didn't do as well as I should have, but it was one of my first times.
yeah, no.
But I do it for fun.
It was fun.
Matt definitely is not. You know what I mean? He travels. He goes out there. He really does it. He's doing it.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
that's why I give
That's
Matt a
good. You
lot
got
of
dudes
respect
that
for that.
support you
Dude.
with stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
a lot of people don't see that when you're taking it serious. It's kind of like that's like to me to drifting. Yeah, it's serious, but that's not my full time job. But you
Right.
know, you have a full time job, and I can only imagine. My
It's
wife
tough.
was a paralegal,
Yeah.
so I can see what she has to deal with. So knowing that your background and stuff like that, you have a lot on your plate. You got a lot of numbers. You got a lot of things you got to remember. Like this ain't the videos. You don't walk in, look at a folder, and go in and do stuff. So I can only imagine the pressure that's on you, driver wise. Because like I said, to me, I'm in the car, and you're
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. Like you're just
Yeah.
looking at it. So doing stuff like that. So when y'all opened Drift Lounge, was that like, boom, we're running this, we're gonna do this, or did y'all start off kind of somewhere else to like with another type of tile or anything like that, or
Very
The
grassroots.
dojo.
no? Yeah.
In the
so-
dojo,
So
we-
started with the dojo.
Back in
Because I
the
remember
day,
there was another one that
So-
when you had your stuff, but
well, back in the day, like after my surgeon, I got my car and I got my first rear-wheel drive car. I don't remember, but if you were going to GGP with us to Raymond's shop, and we would play with the all-wheel drive cars in your
yeah,
shop.
yeah.
Remember?
Oh, I told them the story.
Okay, I was gonna
with
say
Raymond
I don't
broke my
remember
shit.
if you
Yeah,
were like
yeah.
a driver, but
I had
we
it,
would
but
have
I
a pretty
wasn't-
good amount of people
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But anyway, like that rear-wheel drive wasn't a thing, and now it lit like wildfire.
So they're not all-wheel drive no more.
No,
though.
no,
Oh,
they're-
okay. So
Hey,
yeah.
and they have boost, turbo, like it's nuts the way
Man.
the cars are now.
So see, I didn't even know that. I thought they were still the
So
all-wheel
if
drive.
it runs
No,
on boost,
they're-
that
they're-
implies that there's nitro cars then, correct?
Nitro
So is it-
outside.
so
You
is
play
it
with nitro
all-
cars outside on the street.
So is it
Inside,
like electric boost, like kind of like?
it's basically a timing setting.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's just like
So
a
once you
ramp
hit a
real
certain
quick.
RPM,
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's something like that.
But
So,
it's
but
a
does
big
that
difference.
entail in like the rules that how they have to comply? Is it like because
They tried. There was this thing called burn tuning,
uh-huh.
and they tried to like exit out, but it was a big controversy. But so
Because like Formula Drift, you can go in with any car, any
Yeah.
power, but as long as you have the rule book, which is the frame, the chassis, the
What's the
tires.
formula?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
SDC's like
I
that.
feel Matt could give you more better aspect on that. But
No,
I
no,
don't-
but
I
they
just
don't-
remember
there's
that
no,
was a
like-
controversy.
because there's no watt power, there's no like different. They just run what you brung as long as you're on that tire. Is that what?
Same thing with the SDC.
Okay,
pretty,
cool, cool.
pretty
That's good
much.
to know, yeah.
And so everybody kind of stays together because people figure out, especially watching the Japanese guys, what works and what doesn't. So you'll see very similar power output setups. What Skylar was talking about, boost and turbo, those are just terms that let an electronic speed control. It's an electric
Just
motor.
ramp up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and when it does it, how hard or soft it does it, all that makes a difference. You know, driving
So
one of
there's
these
like a
cars,
progression. There's like a
Mhm.
yeah,
right?
there's
You know, with a
different-
real drift car, you can adjust tire pressure. You can do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. With these, there is a hard as nails tire and a surface,
Uh-huh.
and you have to run that. So guess what? The suspension, camber, caster, toe, all of it
It's
is super
Very,
important
very-
now.
Did you bring your comp car with you?
Absolutely.
Bust it
I'll
out
just,
real quick.
I'll
Bust it
just
on the
hold
screen
this
real
up for the
quick.
camera here. This is let me see. Did I get it
Right
off?
there.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
And so
S15,
yeah,
dang,
it's an
wide body.
S15, and so
Very
the
forced
real
lane.
thing. It's
Shout out the sponsor. You gotta shout out the
Jet
sponsor.
Davis Parts is my sponsor
Hell yeah.
for the 2026.
he also
and
sells that J tile. You need that J tile.
Absolutely.
I think that because he did it on the top
Yeah,
of his
he's-
deal. I always see your stories
he's
and his stories of
definitely-
y'all doing that.
He's the guy. He's the plug for the
He's
J
the plug
tile.
for the
I'm
J
gonna
tile.
pull the
Nice.
body shell off. So this is just a Lexan body shell. You paint the underside
Nice.
of it. So let me pull this off.
Yeah, when
here.
you get those, they come clear.
Yeah, they come clear.
People
Yeah.
trip
I'm
off like,
familiar
you
with those a
painted
little
that?
bit.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Well, what's crazy is you paint the underside instead of the top side like you want.
Correct.
And then when you peel the plastic, it looks like badass.
And I'm gonna make sure I'm
Clear,
like
brand
so
new.
good.
trying
Oh,
to see
that's
this.
crazy. Is that
Yeah.
all billet aluminum?
A lot of it is billet and carbon. This is an overdose GOM.
The
That's
Lamborghini of the RC world.
Yeah.
It really
You
is,
could
bro.
tell.
Some people that run GRKs and
Nah,
other
forget
cars
about-
will
yeah,
disagree.
GRKs are expensive
People that run
too.
MC3s and
Yeah,
they disagree.
yeah,
They're
well-
going to say they are, but they all work.
Yeah.
I like Overdose. I have kind of a relationship with the company owner and stuff and their drivers.
So
know,
you
we
have
communicate.
sponsors too and everything that
They
you're
do not
dealing with. and
sponsor
stuff.
me.
I don't know
They-
why they haven't. I mean, Matt has
They
been in
should.
that. He is.
Shout out.
He knows all the
Get it
people
going,
in
come on.
in the
Yeah,
Japan
right.
community with the company.
I'm
Like,
friends with a couple
Yeah.
of drivers.
and they come every year, bro. And
Yeah.
Matt's always one of the first dudes down there with
That's
them. It's
awesome.
We can
crazy.
talk about
That
the
looks
but
so-
everything you can do with a real drift car is applicable.
Yeah, so that's
to
what I'm
these.
looking at. I see toe arms. I see cameras.
Absolutely,
I
and
see
you can
everything.
take a look at it if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Kind of see it. It's a bit overwhelming, but if you're around, we're a
You're
community.
holding a
We
real
all-
car. You're holding a real car in your hand.
This just feels
You
expensive.
really are.
but you
Hey,
don't
This
have
is not
to.
what my A10 back in the day.
No,
my
sir.
HPI.
One of
No.
the things that everybody
Toyota
needs to
Corolla.
realize getting into this, you do not have to go that length
Yeah, you
to
don't.
have fun.
You don't.
Okay, you do not
You
need.
hear that? Hold on. Say that one more time
You
for the
do
camera.
not need thousands of dollars to have fun with scale drift. I prove the point. I
Well,
have a
it's not
plastic
just scale
chassis
drift.
car
Hold on.
that I
say
get
that.
down.
It's not just scale drift. It's any type of drift.
Well, that's
like
true.
that.
I
You ain't
mean,
lying.
you can get
Yeah.
down with
It's funny to
anything.
drive a slow car fast and a
Yes.
fast car fast.
That's
And
true.
I tell people like we have people all the time that I'm gonna build this and I was like stop, like you don't if you're here in my parking lot doing this thing, like I hate driving my Z and it's fun, don't get me wrong, but I built another car so I can have fun and enjoy it more and not be worrying and this and this and this and this and this. Like yeah, I'm gonna have fun while I'm driving my Z, but it's also like man, it's expensive as hell to do it. And it's like I don't want it. Everybody's like, where's the Z? I'm like at home saving money, like that's where it's at.
You have a seat time car.
Yeah, and that's the same thing too. Is that that's
Do
what
y'all have something similar to that as a seat time RC car?
as
or
you
a-
could tell, they brought like 40
Uh,
chassis, maybe.
I mean,
Yes and no.
I like
So-
to mix it up. I
so
like
is
to
the
have-
wear and tear though bad? Like
No.
no,
These don't break. I mean, and tires last a long time.
unless
I
you're
don't know if
wrecking
you
them.
felt
I'm
They're
guessing.
Not really like at the lounge and every place else. The barriers, even though they're metal walls and they look like a Formula D track.
Uh-huh.
Kind of
They
like bounce
flex.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, they flex.
Yes.
And the shells are Lexan. Everybody see
Yeah.
this flex.
Yeah, so it's got plenty.
And so
yeah,
yeah, they protect them pretty well.
that's
I mean,
not,
so
that's
that's-
pretty badass. We're
You
gonna
wanna
have to
take a
put
look at
Drift
that?
Corpus down. What, how much is it for a sponsor promo? A sponsor spot? Nah, but it's cool, man. It's like you have your own style and it's all just right here.
Right, and that's the way to express yourself. I mean, if you're loyal to a
That's all
particular
cars is at the
wheel
end of the
company
day.
and you
Right.
want like your real car, like I have a 350Z and I've got TE37s on it, you can literally make that. I mean, that's the nice thing about Scale Drift. They have like all this. This car has works on it. This other one I brought has some what are they? What did I put on that one?
Must be
Oh,
not,
those are gram
must
lights.
be a great problem to have.
Those
There's
are
so many
gram
different-
Not expensive. You
No.
you can have all the
Yeah,
all the
nah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
That's
not
cool.
it's not expensive
Yeah.
for those type of things.
I'm
They-
used to hearing that when everybody said different cars. I was like, oh, that one's on this, that one's on this. I'm like, dang, must be nice. Like, those things cheap.
Like,
I'm on ESR's full. Like, stop. Like, don't say like this.
And there's some people that make these bodies crazy.
Dude, and so like I told y'all, I was going through all this stuff today, and like that's one thing is that, we'll get to this, but I'm always Instagram scrolling, and you got to play the game, and you got to like everything, and you got to go. And then I've been researching the RC drift stuff, like not into depth, but it comes up, and I look at the chassis, and I'm like, dude, that's exactly like Naoki's Nakamura's car in Japan,
Right.
like to the T.
Yep.
Everything is
Oh,
all,
yeah.
and they got a lot of graphics, so I can only imagine like how much detail and time. And now I was seeing the people put the people in there with the e-brake
Yeah.
now and everything else.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
People
dude,
get
they
nuts.
throw a doll in
And they
there.
make the
Yeah.
head turn and the e-brake
And the
works.
e-brake, yeah,
They get
so-
crazy, bro.
Yeah, they was like everything, and I was like, that's kind of cool.
Some of my favorite builds are missile builds. Like they take the fenders off and they put like framing,
But see, and
the bumper off the back, and they like use a heat gun and they dent it a certain way, and it
yeah.
looks like
And
it's
it
a
looks
real.
cool, yeah.
I was like, I don't think I'd run that. I'd hang that on my wall.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's too nice, but it's not nice, but it's badass.
It's so
style,
badass,
yeah.
dude.
And it's like to you, like he was saying, that's a way to express yourself, and that's how you like it. Like you've been in Hondas and all that stuff, and like I know a lot of people that got from the Honda scene that went to drifting, and it's like, bro, your car looks like your Honda used to look like.
It's funny you say that because the car I'm building now, the outside looks like dog shit, but the bay, I painted the bay. I cleaned the motor. It's like you open the hood, it looks nice, and I was like, I guess I don't know how I'm here, but I'm here again. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna run with it.
That's your style, and you're known for it, and like you ride with that. And
I mean, but I think this car, I'm actually gonna, Jet got me a pretty badass body kit, and
hell yeah,
I'm
you're the Origin dealer too, right? Was it?
Jet's an Origin dealer, but I got a 326 power kit,
Oh,
and it's an old kit.
Oh damn.
And apparently it was like on some 2019 Auto Salon car.
Oh nice, hell yeah.
So when it came up on bid, I was like, buy it. he's like, what's the cap? And I gave him a number, and he was like, all right. And then the next day, he's like, we want it. I was like, well, hell yeah. I was like, so finally, I'm gonna have a car that I plan on like making one color. I've never had a car that was just one solid. So I'm just like, I think I'm gonna actually put the body kit on. I'm gonna paint this car. I'm finally gonna have a nice car. I've never owned a nice. Even my Hondas, they were shitty on the outside. But you pop the hood, bay, full painted, right. Turbos, night, whatever. But that's just the way I've always done it.
Jewelry box.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with drifting, it doesn't have to look badass to be badass. And that's never been like a car thing. But somebody's thing can be all ragged, but the driver and the car and the setup underneath.
What's the saying they use? Every drift car is a show car, but not every show car is a drift car.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people don't understand. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that car. It came on like, yeah, get in tandem with him and you tell me that. You retell yourself that. And it's like, yeah, do what you got to do.
I hate that I never got to drive my LS car. Really, that's why I'm like chasing that high. Like I gotta come back. And
Yeah, you got to do something.
And then Donnie's been driving and JJ's been going, and I'm just on the sidelines like.
Hey, at least you're building it. On the sidelines.
It's like, here's my RC.
Yeah. And like I took a break 2 months. I haven't been behind the controller, dude, in a while.
Yeah.
And like I feel like
Does that play a role in how fluid you can be?
But it's also like riding a bike. Give me 20 minutes, I'm back in the trains with these guys.
Right.
Okay.
And,
for sure.
You know, I'm there for a little bit. I got to learn my trigger because sensitivity on the controller is a key essential part.
Oh yeah.
And another thing is,
accelerator, right?
and then like JJ always says, radio control car. You can't have a badass car like this and have a $99 remote. Like you can, but don't expect the input to work. Yeah. So like I'm sure I have a mid-grade controller. Donnie and Matt have like top shelf controllers.
Yeah.
Well,
but
what is a top shelf controller and what's a mid controller?
Give us
so
the
I
price
have.
ranges,
I didn't bring mine, but I have a
We're not calling
14
out.
inch
Just give us,
Futaba.
what's the price like?
Okay, so maybe 250, 300 after you buy your battery. 800, maybe a
God
900.
dang, I was not expecting that.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all are all moved on from like the Traxxas wave of things.
Traxxas trying to
all
come out of the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
and
niche.
Yeah.
So then, what chassis are y'all using?
I run RDX
and
with
are there
the
different
Kaiju
chassis?
deck. I run. That's like my.
And
If
the
I had
deck-
to say
the
my
deck
comp
is the
car,
bottom that's the deck is your bottom.
well, the deck can be. It's like a whole. And not only that, this is a limited run. I got because I'm on Rack City.
Flex. Hold on.
Rack City, RC Drift Team.
Plug your team.
These dudes. Well, I was getting there. I was
He's
letting
getting there
everybody get
now,
there.
yeah.
But I ordered. This is a Kaiju, and I ordered
I thought
one.
you said cheap. That doesn't look cheap.
Oh, it wasn't. It was not. But I got number 66 out of 100 to match my number on my team. 66
Oh, nice.
out of 100.
Okay.
And but I mean, I don't think I'm as deep as Matt, but I'm pretty deep in that
With the
damn
stretch
thing.
tires, is that a thing or is that just weight?
That's the way they are. That's the
So
way
I
they
thought
are.
they couldn't.
Oh wow.
And like my shocks are leaking oil right now, just like your real car. You have to do maintenance. I haven't touched it, like I said, in 2 months, bro.
No, yeah, but that's cool that you have to maintenance. There's
Yeah.
no you could play it.
I used
Like,
to own
hey,
a GOM like these dudes, and they were just too rich for me, bro. They were too much.
I wanna see
And
that
I like
chassis. I wanna see that
RDX.
chassis you have right there.
What the
No.
body?
Oh,
Oh, the body, yeah. That's just a. So if you know me and Donnie, we're running the same livery, same color, because we're on the same
Oh,
team.
yeah.
And Rack City, our team, they come out with liveries every couple months or every new SDC season. They come out with some new liveries.
So do y'all have to pay somebody to make this? Like, is
Carvin
there
Thompson, shout out, takes care of us.
There you go.
He
Oh,
is
yeah.
our sponsor, RCCP,
Pace.
RC Cut and Paste. He makes tons of these for any car.
No shit.
He makes
Okay.
He'll
Okay.
do customs and
Yeah.
he sells them like at
So I can
events.
get my car made like
Yeah,
this.
100%.
Yeah.
Why'd you tell me? I would have just done that.
Well, because you had, I mean, here we are. I'm telling you now.
When you guys come to
I'll
the
be
lounge,
meeting
you're
y'all
gonna
discount code,
scumbag and let
yeah.
you drive cars, and you're gonna go
Oh.
buy them. That's what's gonna. I'm just telling you. That's
That's
what's
awesome.
I
going
went through that
down.
phase already, so
Yeah.
I'm out of that one.
I did, and then
Yeah.
Raymond broke it, and I was like, yeah, I'm selling it. I'm not.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You don't when you go to the lounge, if you break anything, it's
Gonna be
you lose a
rim?
screw because you didn't tighten it.
Yeah.
There's
Like,
no breakage.
there's no
I mean,
breaking.
It's buy once, cry once, pretty much.
Yeah.
with these
Exactly.
things, yeah.
It really is
See,
a
and
buy
that's
one,
another
cry
word
one.
right there. Buy, how many times have I heard that recently? Buy once,
Yep.
cry once, and I'm like, I don't want to keep crying.
Yeah, you're not gonna unless you're like driving it out in the street and you're running in your
Yeah,
truck
through the
tires.
lounge or
I don't know, but if you're at the lounge or any other like actual drifter, you're not breaking.
Even
Yeah.
Jet's track's pretty
Yeah.
chill too, man.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's
and
not.
it's-
It's
it's not a
close to
big
the
as
same
footprint.
size as the lounge. Don't
Oh,
let
it
it fool
is?
you. It's because the roof is tapered, but it's
Is
pretty
that
damn
what? Okay,
big.
yeah,
It is
that's
Yeah, a
cool.
lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a tight course with you can go pretty fast in there.
That's badass.
Corpus has got a leg up on a lot of places
Oh, wow.
because we have 2 places you can go in, and they have the J tile there at Jet's shop.
Yeah. I
too,
saw them when
so
y'all were all late.
JDRC. That's what we call it. JDRC.
adds cachet. You can go buy your real car stuff, and while you're making your
While you're
purchases
there,
and
just
stuff,
go
you can
play
go
up there. Yeah,
upstairs
do that.
and
That's badass.
run your
It's cool
scale
because
car.
when I've been there working on stuff and new people come to buy stuff from out of town, and when they go upstairs and they see the track, they freak out. They're like, "Whoa, what is this?" And he's like, "Oh, RC track." And he has like a loaner car. He'll like, "Here, do some laps." And people go, "Oh, that's badass. Where do I get one of those?" And it's just like, and then there
Hold
it
on,
is.
right here.
There
Yeah.
it is. There's the fucking going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It is.
And but it's when you actually get into this and it bites you, you're hooked.
Yeah.
Believe me,
You're
I know.
really hooked.
I can only imagine.
So how does the drifting work in RC? Because in real drifting, it's about counter steer. Is there like a gyro that throws it off, or are you
Yes,
counter
There is a
steering?
gyro,
Yes.
and that's what
Okay.
helps your car counter steer.
Okay.
And again, with that, there's come sensitivities where you can run it real low. Like I run mine kind of high, but like people, I don't know, like Matt runs his kind of low because yeah, Matt runs his real low, but his car again, like he has hours of tuning in that car.
Yeah, so that's like other
He'll go to
people's
the
too.
lounge
Yeah,
for
yeah.
before a comp, and he will just be
zoned in.
yeah, and then like
Dialing it
we'll
in.
try to like,
Yeah.
hey, let's do some comp runs to get him like
Yes.
sparring. Let's,
Yeah,
do-
yeah,
let's,
no,
let's do some comp runs.
Follow lead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
follow
me,
suit.
JJ,
Yeah.
and Donnie, and like
Follow me.
yeah.
To Skylar's point, I want to make sure I'm up front with this, and I go and compete. Nobody does this alone. You don't just show up to a comp and you're successful. Everybody, these guys, and
Yep.
everybody
That-
from the beginner level has helped me to get on a podium
you
or
are.
just being able to be
And
on
he,
that
he
level.
came
with
in
people.
first, the last one, the last
Dang.
SDC
Yeah, our
at
season
Bryan,
opener.
Texas.
People don't see that. Like that's in the same thing in drifting. Like I had my son, and it was like, man, I was doing stuff by myself. Everybody had their own life. Everybody was having their kids and stuff like that. And it's like you can't blame nobody, but doing stuff on your alone is like, man, it's hard. And like
Yes.
you're stressing with what you got to do. What if you're in? People don't understand if you leave the driver alone and they're in their own mindset of any. I mean, that's in a lot of sports, but they keep that mindset to where it's like, hey, I'm having trouble with this. I'm gonna go and just chill out real quick. Like that's a huge thing. Like
Right.
when we went to clutch kickers and doing everything else, it's now that we started competing again and getting into that level, I have this sense of ease now that I don't mind. I hated competing because when I got to that level, I was doing it on my own, and I'm like, I can't do this. Like it's not like, yeah, you have your friends around and stuff like that that are also competing, but they got their own problems. They got, but
Exactly.
you take your team over there and it's like, hey man, the car was a little loose. Can you set the dampening like that and just put the tire pressure like to go down? And it's
Right.
like you can just walk away and just cool.
You get to be a driver. And
Yeah,
only a
you
driver.
get to be a driver, and a lot of people don't realize that the help is like, I tell these, hey man, I'll pay for this. I'll pay. Don't just come, please help me. Like it's
Right.
not. And these dudes always want to like jump in and like, hey, I got you. Hey, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Let's do this. Hey, go over there. Go shut up. Like, and that helps. Like as much as it's like people don't want to see when you're at that level of competing and you need to clear your mindset. It's a huge thing. And
Right.
seeing that you got first place, I know it's a team thing because you see these teams in Formula Drift and you don't see the drivers working on stuff on all
Right.
the top cars. Like, yeah, you got your guys that'll kind of want to get in there, and it's like the team pushes them away, and it's like,
Right.
no, like these top tier drivers, I'm getting, James Dean,
Right.
like that. The Mustang, the RTR thing is just like a whole. People don't understand the drivers drive. That's it. They don't work on the car. They get the input. They don't. And
Exactly.
look at the biggest team in Formula Drift right now. That's the combo. That's the combo to do. They
Well,
go.
in any motorsport.
Yeah, and in any motorsport, of course, but just the drifting wise is that it's different because it's you. It's not the car. It's not nothing else. a slow car can beat a fast car. A fast car can beat.
Right.
It's
Yep.
so
Yeah.
much.
Right.
It's you driving. You make
Yep.
that
Yeah.
mistake. You're not pissed off at your car. You're pissed off at you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Right.
like that happens a lot. And I mean, yeah, you can overcome the other stuff, but you're racing yourself. You ain't drifting with the guy. You know what I mean? Let me run the line. Let me hit the marks. Okay, boom. Okay, man, his line's shitty, but I'm right here. Okay, you won because you did what you had to do
Right.
and you got it done. And that's badass to see that the team and y'all came together to do that. And it's a whole city now. Now that we're learning about it more, it's like a whole city of people doing it. And that's badass to see. Like, that's something that a lot of enthusiasts don't see here locally. And I get fucking pissed off. And it's my pet peeve when we're walking around and people's like, oh, y'all drifting Corpus? And I'm like, God dang it. Like, that pisses me off. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
don't just go fishing. We do other stuff
yeah,
too.
yeah. And I'm like, yes, dude.
Come
I
on,
was like, we have that. Like, we come down here and I talk to the guys down here and all that stuff. And they're like, I'll do that here. And I'm like, here's my phone. This is what they're like, that's here. And I'm like, yes, dude. Like, people don't see. And my point, the social media thing, the working, like, that's a whole thing to see.
Right.
And it's always trying to advertise your stuff, go through your stuff, get it out there. Like, I've been telling Aaron, like, man, I need to get better at advertising out there because that pisses me off. And it's not a bad thing, but it's just a motivation to, like, get it out there, get it
Or the
out there.
remembrance to do it.
Because people used to tell me, you just want to come out and run over me or do whatever or do this or do that. And it's like, no, I want to come. I
Right.
want y'all to drive with us. Like, I want somebody to do, because as much as these other guys come in, all these guys I follow now it's like, let's come drive. Like, we're here. Hey, yeah, I know I can follow this guy. I can follow this guy. I can have fun. I can do that. And getting it all together to finally come and get new people out there. And I mean, I'm sure it's the same to you. You want to run doors. Like,
Right, exactly. And one thing that's great about pretty much every city's drift community, but especially in Corpus, when somebody shows up their first time's like, oh my God, these guys are doing this. And I was like, hey, we all start the same way.
exactly.
Like, my car would go to here to Skylar and just 180. And I'm like, well, man, what the heck when I first started? So, I mean, we all start out the same place, but scale drift is unlike racing. It's unlike many of the other RC sports because everybody wants you to succeed.
Yep.
We want
You
door
want to
to
drive.
door.
Yeah.
And when somebody's having tuning issues or, man, my stuff's wigging out, everybody just swarms over. It's like, hey, let
What do
me
you
help
need?
you out, this and that. And so, I mean, it's a great thing like that. People feel included. People look forward to going to Jets track, JDRC, or coming to the lounge because it's like, it's those nights out of the week. It's like, let me forget my job and all the crappy shit that happened, during the day. And I'm just going to get laps.
It's
with
very
those.
therapeutic, dude. Especially when you're like, you live a high like stress lifestyle, like, and you get into this and you go there. It's like it's therapy.
That's what I tell
It's
people
really
like
like
that
therapy,
nowadays. They're
bro.
like, man, you drift, you
Yeah.
spend all this money, and I'm like, yeah, all this stuff that I deal with,
Yeah.
that goes away when I'm in the
Yeah,
car.
one lap at a time.
One lap
turn
at a time. You're like, man, let me get close on this dude's door. Let me do this. It's just like, oh man, I can do what I got to do and just
We keep it
drive my life.
positive is the main point. All the three of us want to make sure that anybody out there that's watching this that may want to get into is like, please do not be intimidated.
no. And
This is the most
we tell the victims as
welcoming.
well.
Yeah.
We want the most people out there doing it, and everybody that shows up, we just take it upon ourselves to make sure they have a good
and that's
time.
me. I'm walking. My wife gives me shit because I walk up and down, and I'm like, hey, y'all okay? Y'all need help? What do you need? Like, I'm
Dog
working,
and
but I'm
pony
trying
show.
to help.
Yeah.
Everybody else, and then that's what we put on there. Like, hey, I always say it in every. You got questions? Ask. Nobody's gatekeeping here. Nobody's trying to do that. Nobody's trying to like steer you in a bad direction. Ask.
Yeah, you do.
see
And
And then
all
another
this
thing that
stuff.
helps
First
though
time
too.
I was there, you came up and I was like, man, this guy's cool, 'cause
Yeah.
I didn't even know who you were,
Yeah.
really, I just showed up,
Uh-huh.
and you came up, you're like, you need anything? I was like, man, that's really cool,
Yeah, and to me, that's like it's being a host, but it's also like, hey, man, go out there and kill it, bro.
Right,
like, do your
right.
thing. Like,
Well, there's room for more drivers.
oh yeah,
There's no cap. Even the same thing, I guess, in y'all's world. There's no cap for RC
Right.
drivers.
Nope.
There's
Yeah,
definitely
no.
room for
No,
more.
the more the merrier.
you
Yeah.
get to drive with different people, and
Yeah.
you're like,
Right.
oh.
Everybody has a different style, and you like kind of learn,
So did you start into like? So I saw you have a Mustang. Is that a GT500?
Yeah, that's my deal.
That's your daily.
Yeah, daily.
Weird flex, Don. Sorry. Nah, but that's cool.
Ask him
So
what else is in the driveway.
real.
Ask him what else is in the driveway.
I can only
He's got
imagine.
some man toys.
I got Terminator, 04 Terminator,
So you didn't just get into RC drifting; you were into motorsports in general.
Yeah,
What's a
I
little
was,
bit of your background?
I autocrossed a lot. I like autocrossed for like 12 years straight, and yeah, I just like I knew JJ a little bit, but those guys, I don't know, they're like I don't know. I was just full autocross at the time, and then I learned about I got into RC cars, and I was doing off-road racing, and then I finally figured out about drift, and it was. The best part about it was indoors and it was air conditioned.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because everything I was doing was like the whole
Especially
weekend
in South
I'd
Texas.
been there sweating and it's just like racing. You had to bring tires and this, and you had
Yeah.
almost had a
You're working.
whole nother
You ain't
car,
Your fun.
you
Yeah.
know?
Your fun is work.
Like off-roading. It was just, and this is I figured out about this, and then kind of ran into Skylar, and he had his, and yeah, it was.
It's funny. I met Donnie through mini bike racing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
He had the #1 spot for very long time.
Dang. He's like, yeah.
Very long time.
How did you, the drift RC? Did it's because you knew somebody, or is it because you kind of
I
you
was
were
just-
into cars and you just,
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna get
I
one.
was in the car. I've always been into like cars, and I just like going fast,
Yeah,
like-
of course, yeah.
And yeah, and I met him in the whole mini bike scene, and then they started doing his drift thing.
My buddy told me, because I was like, hey, like I mentioned my buddy Mark Molina. Shout out Mark.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, hey, I got this little cell storefront in the front of my shop. If you clean it out and it's big enough for you to make a little track, he's like, go for it. He's like, but we got to charge. I was like, I mean, understandable.
Of
You
course,
got to
yeah.
pay. You got to keep the lights on, AC in there. So
It was cheap.
it
come on.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, no, but
So
you
Mark
gotta
was
start
like,
somewhere.
he was like, come on, bro. So the floor was painted blue with like
I
house
seen
paint
that.
on the
Yeah,
floor.
I remember that. Yeah.
So that's how we started. I went, cleaned it out. I made a simple little layout, and then Matt showed, Donnie showed, Guy showed, and then it just started growing and growing and
So
growing.
were you into it before, Matt?
Oh, absolutely.
So you were already into it. Okay. so you were-
Absolutely. Yeah, a buddy of mine actually told me, he's like, hey, I met these guys. They're setting up a track. And I'm like, really? Because I was in the scale like drag racing, and I'd started drifts before, and I was driving
kinda
all
had
the
it
way
on
to
the back.
Houston to do this. And I'm like, so I hook up with these guys, and I'm like, it just took off.
That's better.
And I told Matt, I was like, we started going to the it was called the Drift Dojo. And we started getting real close. We were talking about like, I'd like to do some comps. He's like, you down on it? And then after that, Matt never looked back.
Yeah.
I went to like 2 comps, and the first one I ever went to, this mother effer won.
Yep.
You can cuss on here. Don't worry.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
he won. Like,
Second place.
he won second, and I would have went first, but the dude that I was going with spun out, and I passed him, and I screwed myself. I was like, damn, fuck this. I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm done. Like, I'd rather just come and have fun. After that,
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather come to a Matsuri when there's just 50 people on the track. You find your group, and all you do is
And you're
door
running.
all day
Yeah,
long.
right.
You'll kill 10 batteries before
That's
you know
why,
it.
that's why when I got out of competing, I think Club Loose, because Club Loose was basically their events they weren't comps, they were Matsuris.
And that's what I love. And like,
Yeah.
that's when I realized,
So fun.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm not a comp driver, because I've come, like, no disrespect to any comp driver, but
No.
I've come to realize comp driving creates tension and
That's
animosity.
every motorsport.
And
yeah.
and exactly, and I didn't want that. And I've seen some of my other friends beef with other drivers from other cities, and I'm just like, that's not
don't
what I
know.
want. Like,
that's your choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool as
if
hell.
we're
That's
gonna
not the
have,
norm.
if we're gonna
Yeah.
go to the hobby shop in Austin, one of my favorite tracks, bro. And when the last time I had went, it was the Overdose guys came from Japan, and bro, we vibed all fucking night, like literally all night. And it was like 2 a.m, and it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people left on the track. Everybody had dipped. I don't know. I think you were there. I don't know. Matt might have took off already, but it was just the Overdose drivers, me, JJ, and some other locals. And dude, we started beating the shit out of the Overdose drivers. And then the interpreter comes to me and he says, "Hey, big guy, which car is yours?" And I said, "Oh, mine's the 350Z Rack City." "Oh, Rack City driver, they like your style. They like beating up. They like door banging." And I was like, "Oh, we got that all day."
Yeah.
And I told JJ, I was like, "Let's beat these dudes down." And he's like, "Let's go."
was
So
at
we
that
just
moment we knew.
we started. They were the Oreo center and our Oreo, bro. We were beating them up. If we
cool.
could kick with them, if me or JJ were leading, we could keep them. But if they got ahead of us, oh, good luck.
But
They were
These
so
are their
fast.
comp
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah, these dudes are like the best of the best.
Yeah.
They're like driving with the
But
pros.
that's what's cool is that people don't understand. This isn't Indy. This isn't NASCAR. This isn't
Right,
NHRA.
right.
That
Just have a good
drifting.
time.
I know pro drivers. You know pro drivers, and it's like, guys, drifting's not that big. You can know people
Yeah.
and make your friends, and those dudes are just as cool as
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
Junior
And
Barber won the main
that's what I'm
SEC
saying.
in like
It's like some people
2023.
you name
was
drop and
second.
they're like,
He got
what? And it's
second.
like,
Oh,
it's
what?
not
Oh
that-
yeah, he did second. But in the U.S., he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
But-
number one was
yeah.
a Japanese driver
And
back
that's
in
what I'm saying.
Japan.
You
Rio
can name
Ichi.
drop and people
Yeah,
are like,
Rio.
oh,
He's the
everybody are all freaked out and you're like, he's cool as hell. They're like, what? And it's like, dude, drifting is so cool. Like
Right.
people are so cool to meet
They
and
are.
to mess with. They're not there to, yeah, when it's a comp, of course you're doing your comp, but when it's out of comp, and that's the cool thing about drifting too, is that the comp drivers aren't like super assholes all the time. Like
Yeah,
when
not
it's
at
out of
all.
comp,
Not
then
at
it's,
all.
yeah. Then
At
when
least
it's
I
out of
haven't
comp-
came across any
no,
yet.
no, no. Well, like
Right.
not in a general, but they don't stick to that comp mindset like they're gonna win all the time. When it comes to fun driving, it's like
Yeah.
let loose, let's drive.
That's what I love. And
yes.
that's what I love.
And that's that, man, and that's what I love too.
I was at the Super Bowl SDC. This is 2023, my first one, and I was running a belt drive transmission, and I shredded a belt. Okay, another competitor came over and said, "Hey, man, I got one. Here you go." And I mean, that's pretty amazing. And like
Yeah.
the reigning champ at the time, he was the DK. His name's Alfredo Chan. He's an overdose driver, friend of mine. Literally, Donald walks up to him. He's like, you know, the chassis running. He's like, oh yeah, this and that. And he pulls a shell off, and he's literally showing Donald
Right.
Oh,
his
wow.
setup. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I run this and that. I like this many degrees of camber
Yeah.
in the rear, this and that. And I mean, so everybody, even on that level,
It's super cool.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
they
cool.
want you, and everybody claps after rounds for everybody.
Right.
Even if
Yeah.
they screw up, it's like, hey, bro.
Hey,
next
I've
time,
always
you know.
loved that about drifting is that it's always about the show
Right.
and everybody's like it's about the show and you're putting on a show and like no matter what you do, everybody's just pumped. Like you spit out and it's like oh, like it's a cool vibe that everybody just keeps in drifting in general, and that's why I don't get a lot of the hate on drifting and stuff like that. Like in the motorsports wise, because
Yeah.
they see that and they're like, that's skateboarding, and it's like, bro, you have no
Right,
clue.
right,
There's like a
yeah.
whole culture of people. There's like,
Right, it's a lifestyle.
there's a whole
Different
people.
walks of people come to it.
Exactly what I was getting to, something like
Right.
that, and it's just like, man, we could be best friends at the end of this, and they, you know what I mean, and
Yeah,
it's just like,
that's the way it is.
People
exactly.
A lot of
you
the
may
dudes are
never have
super cool.
associated with before.
Exactly.
This brings you together.
When we
and-
travel out of town, it's like
Yeah.
we all know everybody, and it's the best feeling in the world when you go somewhere and you're welcomed, and it just
Right.
makes the time
When
because
people remember you, they recognize you, and it's just there's no point. There's not a point, but there's no like, hey, what's going on? I'm so and so. It's like, oh, hey, you're so and so. Yeah, so were you.
Right.
Cool. And it's back and forth. It's not like meeting somebody for the first time. It's we know of each other without knowing
Yep.
each other.
and going and
And
stuff
not only
like
that, like when you go out of town and you find a driver that you really vibe with, and then
That's
like
the
you and
best.
him get laps and y'all become like really good friends.
Yeah.
And then when you go back again, you get back on the track with them, and then like you both have excelled together.
Yeah.
And then now you're running
Boom,
because, like
boom,
I say,
boom.
when you go to these Mat Series, you find groups because there's people you can hang with and people that'll fucking leave you half track.
yeah.
So
Oh,
eventually you see your progression. You're like, damn, last time I was here, these dudes were blowing my doors. Now I'm in their
I'm
group.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm driving with these dudes, and
Yeah.
it's like it's that's one of my favorite things about this. And then
And they push each other.
they
You
really
push-
do.
you-
They do. And
like-
then like I got so many friends in San Antonio, in Austin, in Dallas, and it's all from goddamn RC drifting.
I know. I think it's so crazy.
like Lupe. I
My
mean, you know
boy
Lupe.
that's
Like
exactly
Lupe's one of my
what-
best friends.
Lupe, and it's so crazy. You know, he tattooed me forever.
Yeah.
Like all this is
No
Lupe.
way.
Lupe
And then
shout
he
out,
told
yeah.
me, he's like, you know Justin? I was like, yeah. He said J Flow, and I go, no, I know Justin.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know him though. And
Yeah,
he's like, yeah,
and-
I do his tattoos. I was like, that's fucking badass.
And that's
Small
what people
world.
like. He had his truck, and I'm like, bro, that's like, oh my god. And I would get my dad's car, and we'd go for a cruise, and then I would work on his stuff. He would tattoo me, and dude, man, he gives me shit so much. I was 19, 18 years old going into the shop,
Awesome.
and that's how young he knew me. I'm
Right,
37 right now. He knew
Damn,
me
bro.
on my first tattoo.
Nice.
And like he was like, hey, remember when you'd come in your Harley and you thought you were all badass? And so my other friend, Josh, that's how I met him because he tattooed him. So once I met Luke, he's like, remember you used to come in and then y'all used to cruise. I said, yeah. And then you remember you were hanging out with 2 20-year-olds dick. Like,
That's why me and Lupe hit it off so hard because I mean, I've been told I'm an asshole, you know, but I'm just real. But he's, you know what I mean? I've heard the same. Like, Lupe's kind of a dick. And I was like, he's just real, dude.
Dude, and
He's
it's
just
so
real.
fun. And we have so many stories of chilling in the shop, doing stuff, going out, cruising, and people are like, I'm like, dude, he was my tattoo artist. This was one of my homies, dude. I was
Yeah, and like he's one of my best, one of my
Yeah.
funnest drivers.
Dude, I hadn't seen him
to drive with.
since he moved out of Corpus and stuff like that. And I saw him, and it was like instant. And
Bro.
I hadn't talked to him, and somebody told me, one of the drifters was like, hey, you know Lupe? He's and I'm like, how do you know him? I was like, I've been looking for him. Where is he? He's in San Antonio. And I'm like, dang, dude.
Bro, we went to Dallas recently. Me, JJ, Donnie, and Lupe. We picked
Yeah.
him up on the way.
And yeah.
And he paid for our Airbnb.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. I was like, damn, all right. So we went up to, we had our
He is so
5-year
good people, man.
or 6-year Rack City, Matsuri in Dallas at dark.
Uh-huh.
And we just vibed the whole night. Like
That's
I said,
it.
we partied all the way till we went back
So
to the
when
Airbnb.
we first started Drift Corpus, he was about it. He did my hydro e-brake up here whenever
Oh,
I
yeah,
first
that's
started. He did my Drift or Die tattoo too. He
Hell
designed
yeah.
this and my Z logo that was right here. He did all this. But yeah, he did my hydro up here because I wanted like a Rat Fink style stuff, and he did it. And then so when I bought my Z, he was like, "Oh, this is the car," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, this is the thing." So when I met him at Coda last year, I was like, "Bro, get in the fucking car."
Yeah.
Really? And I'm like, get in the fucking car.
I mean,
Like,
he's stoked. I mean, he was so
dude,
stoked.
He was so stoked, bro. And it was like, bro, man,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, that's
this
cool.
brought back so much of my childhood, like, in deal, because we had so many good. And I was young, dude. I was like 20 years old, 19 years old.
Small
Like,
world.
Yeah.
That guy I met in a Pep Boys parking lot when I first moved
For
to
real?
Corpus Christi. There was like little meetups on Saturday, and he had his truck and stuff.
yeah.
And so I didn't know he moved. I just hadn't seen him, and literally I bump into him in San Antonio at a scale drift track, and boom, he's like, "Hey man, you remember me?"
Dude.
Like, oh my god, it's a small
That's
world.
badass.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he jumped in my car, and I was like, hey, we're following this dude, and I'm going to put you in this shit. He's like, let's go. And we were like getting on doors, and he's like, yes. And I was like, man, dude, it's just such a fond memory that everybody builds with everybody in a small circle and a
Very
small.
true.
Yeah.
It is like so crazy that the amount of people, how fast drifting is growing in y'all's world and the real world is like, it's simultaneously the same.
Yes.
So it's like going, like, you used to see tractor pull RC cars
Yeah.
and all the dirt cars.
Yeah.
Now I feel, and I know algorithm works, but now I feel you barely see the dirt cars. And like, yeah, you see them on TV. I know they have all that, but all of the social media now is just all the RC cars and the cool things. Like, you could tell a random, hey, have you seen those? And they're like, yeah, they're in the car and they're looking back and forth. Like, and it's just growing so much, and
Definitely.
it's for the
Very
better.
Very
And it's
true.
like, that's why I say that the other motorsports look upon, and I'm like, let me give you a fucking ride in my car and change all of your mind about what the hell we do real quick, because it's not what you think it is. It's like, we're having fun and y'all are having fun, and it's not there's the competitive, but it's just enjoyment of this life that we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in the end of the day.
When you
so.
can find a group of people that love doing what you love doing,
And you
what
never
better?
would have
What
known
better?
these dudes, right? Like, if
Right,
you think
I
about
mean-
it now, growing up, you're like, man, I'm not gonna be best friends with a fucking lawyer growing up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I did.
Right.
It's not even about that. He's a lawyer. It's just like
no, but
Matt's.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even know he was a lawyer for
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing, is that you don't see yourself, and now everybody's best
Right.
friends with it, and it's like, these are my people. Like, you
Yeah.
never see yourself, and you never know where you're gonna end up with, and
That's for sure.
it's the joy of everything. Like, I was never gonna know Don. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
came out to drift event, and I was like,
I remember Donnie telling me, I'm going to buy 350Z to drift. I was like, shut up. He goes, yeah. I was like, you motherfucker.
you see, 10 years ago, he would have said, that's the easy car. That's the
I still stand on that. I stand on that to this day.
He says easy, but
Do you remember? Hold on. Do you remember when I brought my S13 out and everybody was like, "Bro, what's going on with your car?" And I threw my key. Show me how to drive it.
Uh-huh.
Like, you drove it. You're like, your car's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I gave
What is this?
I gave my key to Jeff. Even Chris
Everybody,
pitched
yeah.
up, blew my motor up.
The only-
Whatever. Show me how to drive it. I gave it to everybody, and then I drove it. And they're like, "Bro, props. I don't know how you drive this car." I said, "Fuck, I don't either."
But don't forget, and then when I drove your S14, and you were like, oh, and I was used to my HR, they made a little power, and I drove his car, and he's like, dude, it's not, and I was like, hold on, and I was banging.
Oh my yeah, that wasn't even like a drift car. That was a genuine driver.
And I was like, I was so used to driving my Z, and he's like, drive my car, and I'm like, hell yeah. So I drove it, and I'm there clutch kicking,
Bro,
I bent the
18,
pedal, right?
18 by 10 on the rear. stock,
I think I bent
J30
the pedal
diff,
over, right?
KA with intake and exhaust. Like, that's not a drift car, but
I was like,
let's
watch
do
it.
it.
Yeah,
I think I have the photos on my old Facebook.
yeah,
account.
it always pops up. That's how I always remember it. I'm like, damn. But and it's like the things. You were in the Hondas, I was in the Cobalts, and then, like the racing and growing up. It's like, man, now we're like doing the
I
same
never
shit.
thought I would have gotten a real. I was such a Honda boy.
Yeah.
And then I just got tired of it. I was like, I want to fucking drift.
But
Street racing is cool, but I got in too much trouble, man. Like,
see, and that's the thing too, is it's so accessible to us now, and it's
it
like,
is. We didn't have
Yeah.
back then. Drift Corpus wasn't really. It was barely like a discussion.
it was DC. It was. Oh, fuck, what did we
It was
first call
DC.
It was DC.
with the little monito, the
Yeah,
little
with the
what's
guy,
his name, the
yeah.
little chocolate dude, Domo.
So that's the thing, is that
Domo,
it's so
yeah.
accessible now. That's why I love growing people into it, and I try to keep the price range towards like, bro, like come drive. It's not
Right.
expensive. Let's do that. We do our track rentals, and that's where Aaron makes his money off of it. Like, hey, dude, go handle these guys. Like, let them do that. Let them go do your thing. Have fun. Like, just let these dudes drivers go out there and do the private days. And I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay people for working with us. Like, I gotta do all that kinds of stuff, and it's expensive. But it's like, how can I meet in the middle to where, hey, let's make this accessible to everybody. I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm not trying to do this. I'm just trying to pay my bills and make it to the next event.
Right,
Make
right.
it to the next event and make it there, and making it so accessible to everybody that I never would have met this dude if he wouldn't have came out to drift. I never met you. You would have came out to drift. I would have met.
No,
you
we met. We
either way,
met
but-
before drifting.
Oh yeah, no. But we wouldn't be.
We
in this,
definitely
like,
were.
Yeah,
We met in the
No,
streets.
No,
but we
met
wouldn't be at the
too.
point where
Yeah,
we.
yeah,
You know what I'm
don't
saying? Like,
create evidence.
that's back then.
Yeah.
But
it was good
like
times.
you never would have known with the accessibility we have, man, and that's why I pawn so much on like, man, what do we got to do to get more people out here, man? Let's try to build a track, or let's try to do this, or like y'all have the drift lounge, and that makes it accessible because there's 2 drift tracks in town. So
Right.
being that I'm not stuck, and that's what we suffered with for the past couple of years, is dealing with the one layout, and it's like, okay, we know this works,
It gets bland.
Cool.
Season
I
runs
definitely love that you're changing it up, and like
So-
you told me last time, you're making
That
it
was
a smaller, tighter course for low horsepower
and
cars.
exactly. So
I
that's
love
why
that.
I'm like, now
You're
I have
welcome.
to change because
I like whoever did that. I
So-
like that.
So when we got it made on Assetto, I told Aaron, I'm like, I need to make something else work. I need to do this. Like, yeah, it's our bread and butter, our tracks work, but it's like, we need to change it up. We need to do something. So I'm there at night jamming, and I'm like, okay, I can make this work. I said, Aaron, look at this. I sent him the video. Oh, damn, that flowed good.
Yeah.
What? Change this a little bit. Try this. Okay, boom. What about that? Oh, dude, that actually go a little bit further wider. You have time. Okay, boom. And I'll zoom up. I'll send him the video, and he watches it. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, that actually works. He goes, that's kind of cool. Like, oh shit. Like,
Right.
Well, it helps too that we
yeah,
travel. So we
yeah.
get
And I'm
good
like,
tracks,
dude,
too.
how did we not see this 10 years ago? Like, what the hell? So messing with that, and now everybody, then the hot lap style and doing, like, I've always wanted to run one, but I was always worried that we didn't have the space. But opening the back lot and clearing it up and trying to like do that, which Aaron's been pushing on me forever. Now it's like, ooh, we got that.
You're welcome.
Hey, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, even from an RC aspect of making a layout, real or 110 scale, it's not easy.
It's not,
No.
because you have to find
It's
that
hard.
flow.
And I would have to get, Matt, Donnie, JJ, just everyone at the track when I had the dojo and be like, let's change this. How can we utilize all the space and make it fun?
Yes.
And then we just start driving and then start laying tape and chalk and tape and
Try
chalk.
this line. Try
Yeah,
this
yeah.
line. do
Okay, and
that.
then at the end of the day, bam, there it is.
But
We-
people are like, man, you could just do this. And I'm like, bro, it needs to flow. Like, yeah, on a piece of paper, you
yeah,
could draw.
can't-
I
a
can't stand a
small
track that's got a big sweeper that will stop and then turn.
dude,
I
same.
fucking-
I
no,
hate
we're not doing that.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I am the same way. Like unless it's a little slowdown area in the middle, then okay. But the big entry, and then hold on, you gotta stop. It's like, dude, come on, you just killed the whole.
Yeah,
vibe
and
of
that's why,
doing
like,
it.
Donnie at the lounge, I think Donnie's the main.
He is.
He's the-
We
the
defer
track-
to him. He designs
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of it. I defer to him on all designs. He does it all.
So Don, going back to you, like, how did you transfer your drifting abilities from the RC? Because you are the main deal. Like, he was drifting first and he got into the RC, so he already knew
Right.
kind of the deal. But now you're
You're the other side.
Sean's
of the
gonna be in
spectrum.
there one day too. I
Right.
can't wait to see him in a car.
Me and you
Oh,
both.
But
me
you're
too.
the bread and butter of that. Like, you're doing it. Like, how
Right.
did you transfer? Because, dude, you started 3 events ago, right?
Yeah.
You're not more than a
4,
handful.
5.
He hopped right in, bro.
Yeah,
I
and
was-
exactly my point.
I was
Like,
proud of him, honestly.
yeah,
He was like,
you
I'm buying
got-
a Z. What do I need? And I was
Yep.
like, do this and that and just have fun.
You got your seat time. You saw it. Okay, yeah, he's spinning. Okay, yeah, no. Oh, look, he's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it. And now you're jumping in trains. You're doing everything. You're going to town
That's
and
what
doing
I
it.
came out there to do.
So how did it take you? Like, did you transfer a lot over? Did you just kind of like?
Once I started getting into the trains, yes, because like following, it's kind of the same. Like, if this guy's going wide and I need to like gain a little bit of real estate, you can kind of like dive.
You already
in
know
a
your
little.
proximity. Yeah.
The proximity and like throwing the car so it slows down enough so you're not smashing into him, kind of thing.
Him and JJ had a little kiss the last event. Did you see that?
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they had a little.
Damn.
That's why I say it was a little kiss, but it wasn't nothing bad.
But that's cool.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
Seeing y'all go out there. So, like, as far as like the control wise, like I said, I don't know how any of the hand controls work, but relaying that method, did that kind of help you get
In
into
the
the car?
throttle, it's going around like nice and smooth, or out like, and then I started blip, 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 and like just started playing with it to figure out, because it's a lot different. Like when I'm following with the drift, like the RC drift car, I'm blipping a lot just to kind of like dive in. It's a little bit different with the real car.
But you
know?
already had the idea of what you had to do, so that helped you. Once you learned, okay, this is here, this is here.
It
And-
translates.
Yes, it
translates a
translates.
lot. in
Personal experience, I think it translates.
And
I
that's
don't
yeah.
drift, like
No,
y'all
but
do,
still, yeah.
But I have done it, and I spent about 6 hours in a 350Z.
And I was gonna
with
say you did Texas Drift Academy as
right,
well too.
right.
How
My
did,
wife
how did
bought that for me.
That's cool. How did that transfer to you? Like in that sense of being a competitive mode and like, yeah, you have everything. Were you hella nervous, or were you just kind of like?
I was
Fuck
out there to
this, let's
have
do it.
fun. I was so stoked
Yeah,
that I was
that's
able
cool.
to do
That's
it for
badass.
real. And it's not my car if it blows up or the tires are gone. It's stuff. It's already done. But seriously, Jack, my trainer, he was like, so I told him about the scale drift stuff, and he's like, I think that's actually helping you. So I got onto the dry pavement pretty quickly.
Yeah, because they put you on the wet and you do the circles. and
Right,
You graduate
and
out of the little
all of
area,
that I
then you
thought
go
was
back.
pretty easy, actually. And yeah, the dry though, everything happens at least 3 times as quick, and so it was
It's
it was
fast.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
it was
cool.
really awesome.
Yeah, I know a lot of the drivers that go out there. A lot of the instructors are some of my close friends, and I watch a lot of their stories, and they're taking that like super deep into like.
I felt like going to now these cars. You can see how much they lock. Sorry, I'm spinning the wrong.
I think
see how
those
much
cars
they
are on
lock.
FDF, right? Yeah,
Right.
they're not.
So
They
with
have
the
the
angle
aperture.
kit that was on
Yeah.
my car, that you figure out where. Like I was thinking, okay, where's it going to hit on the knuckle, and I'm about to
Right.
spin.
Yeah,
so
no, yeah.
That translated a lot, and the throttle work I thought was the same thing. I learned a left foot brake though while doing it. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit different, but I mean, when you're working the radio, it kind of works the same way.
That's
You
what
can
I was gonna
creep-
say,
you can
because like,
creep
how do you?
close.
I know you're on one trigger, one steering, and one. So like to me, left foot braking when you're tandeming, you're gonna get on somebody. I get on somebody. I throttle it and then I kind of left foot brake what I can, or I'm doing the clutch. Like it's depending how fast you're going. So that's what seeing the throttle is
So
like.
what's crazy how you're saying that is like, but in an RC car, when you're trying to left foot brake, you're actually you're zipping the throttle to slow yourself down. As crazy as
So
that
you're
sounds.
losing traction.
Yes.
Right.
Slow yourself
Yes.
down. Not
Right.
stop.
So if you're
Yeah.
coming in hot, you're like zit, 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 and you're getting them a little bit of room.
Break
Oh,
the tires
wow.
loose, and it'll break for
That's
you.
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
dude.
that's a complete
There's some
opposite. I
stuff
would
that can
never
come, that's
thought
the same,
yeah.
and there's a lot that's different.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, because you try to slow down the wheel
Right.
speed with the clutch, so you can
Exactly.
kind of like. And
In
there, you're
RC
like,
drifting, slow is fast.
that's crazy.
So but you learn that like trigger finger out to people all the time. Like if you do donuts, right? You do donuts with your car and you're just like zzz, barely on the throttle. That's like your sweet spot, and that's where you'll be living most of the time when you're RC drifting. You're not gonna be fucking full throttle, wide open, and like you don't live there. You live in a 15 to 20% range,
Wow.
if that.
Well, same thing in the car too. If you go
Yeah.
through it,
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
you just
Yeah.
whip it around.
Yeah, and I mean, it's from doing it from real to this, it's different. And like I say, I with my car I'm building now, I want to play with alignment settings like I have been with this car. So on my real car, I want to bring that to 1-to-1 and see how much of a difference that actually makes.
But and it helps out too, because that's what I got a Seto and I've been sim driving a lot, and I'm like, okay, what settings did I have? Well, man, this works perfect. I told Aaron I'm setting up my car exactly how I have that, and I was like, oh, like what is this? I was like, dang, like that's all I needed was a freaking video game to like help me
Yeah.
dial in the
Yeah.
car more because it was free and I can, man, let me tow
Right.
out a little bit more. Let me tow in.
Right.
Let me see what this does.
See, so I've done that. I've done the RC alignment specs to like Forza, and that's a big change.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was like, holy shit! So I don't have any, how do you say, any experience on a sim.
No, yeah.
I tried. Jet has one. For my life, I can't even drive with a straight goddamn
hard.
line.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, Craig can get on there and just shred. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, but he
okay.
has a sim too.
Yeah, he does, but still, like
Yeah.
for me, I was like, yo, that is not
No,
easy
it
to
takes
do.
time, man. It that's on me. I was like, I didn't want to get one because I was like, I suck at video games. I suck at
That's how
video
I
games. I'm like, nah, the real thing, okay, that's different. But on a video game, like I couldn't transfer stuff over, and it takes a lot of time. But that's why I say is like, man, it took me, so going from that to the real car, that's what I had on my mind, was like, how much? And now knowing
I think I'm more
the
excited
speed
about
and
tuning,
stuff.
like playing with the alignment settings 1-to-1. I'm more excited about that than actually driving.
what
to
kind of
see if there's
caster
difference.
do y'all have on, like, does it vary as well too? Like, I mean, I'm sure it does, but how do y'all measure y'all's caster? Is it like a
Well,
is it
there's
an
both. You
app?
show him your way, and I'll show him my
But
way.
is it an app, or do y'all just do it by eye? Like,
This-
By a
there's no
fucking alignment rack. Yes, sir.
Oh, so
There's
There's an
Oh,
alignment
okay.
rack.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
on my chassis, you can adjust it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's 3 bolts right here.
Uh-huh.
And you can adjust that, and that's how I adjust my
I
caster.
just saw that today on
That's how
Instagram.
I
That's
adjust
what that
mine. But
is,
Matt
I
has
think it was yours, the red. You were doing the thing.
Matt
right?
has some
Here it is,
crazy
yeah.
baller knuckles on his
Well, okay,
dom.
yeah, for KPI, that's another thing. But for caster, if you look, there's little lines in there, and so you can literally the front
So y'all deal
bulkhead,
with the
you can
KPI
move
too.
that.
Y'all deal with
Oh,
all that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm running 3 on this one, but it varies a lot. This lets you go to 8. Which
Dang.
Yeah, see, I'll change mine according to track.
Right.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah, of
that's
course, of
exactly
course.
what you
On
do.
the
You
fly.
can, yeah. So a lot of the stuff that's on this car lets you change stuff on the fly. Like,
So is it like, okay, like how we say you change it for the track? Is it? I know we talked about pavement issues, but for y'all, is it more turn transitions since it's still on the same? So depending how fast you want to be snappy, that's kind of
right,
more.
where are the clip zones?
Yeah, that's
Exact-
I was
yeah.
gonna say that's kind
So
of where
there's
it is.
like a
And
long
how big is the sweeper?
Right.
Yeah,
How
so
big
it's
is-
a
if
short
you
track
want-
versus a long.
If you
track
want to have
alignments.
more angle and a bigger sweep, that's what I adjust to.
that, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, for big sweepers, like a lot of people, like if you have trail that's adjustable on a knuckle, you'll run more, so it stays a little bit deeper in the zone. Versus
exactly. Yeah.
where if it's like a technical and you maybe have a nose clip or something, you're gonna have it to where it snaps a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, oh wow, so that's crazy. So instead of dealing for traction, y'all are more for course style.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Traction, like we said, yeah, it plays that bit,
Well, it's
but
about
it's
placement.
yeah. So it's about where you want the car more on the
If
alignment.
it's a
and
tight
everything
track, I
else.
mean, you got to tune your car to be snappy, left, right,
Yes,
quick.
exactly.
If it's a
Wow.
big open track with a lot of wide outside clip points, you're gonna want your car to be just real.
Yeah,
How do you say? Not
flowy.
loose, but real flowy. Like
Damn.
to where it just stays and it just stays and it just stays.
And a lot of people don't understand, like what we're talking about now, on alignment in a car is fucking everything.
It
Everything.
is, and that's why I say I'm
Everything.
excited to bring what
yeah.
I've learned here to my real car. In an aspect of what is adjustable, you can't just move a plate on your real car and adjust your
Right.
caster, but
Yeah,
you can do your toe, you can do I don't know whatever the fuck else you can,
that's crazy.
and that's
I don't see how people that drift in a real car don't get into this because it's just a continuation of the
It is.
lifestyle.
they
and you
probably have a
just
car they need to
nerd
work on a
out.
lot or something.
We're all busy,
But yeah,
I mean,
no,
this
yeah.
is just to be able to
That's
go
cool, yeah.
on a given night and be like, okay, I'm clearing my brain. That thing's frustrating
do
me,
that.
or I snapped a bolt off, or whatever. I had to easy
We're gonna
out
save that.
something.
We're gonna save that clip, Skylar. So when he gets a real car, we're gonna be like, "Hey, the RC. Oh no, I got my car."
The time for that, Donald has already volunteered to work on it for me. So yeah, I'm gonna be one of those.
Oh, so you already got a
so
mechanic.
you see how our motors are also in the rear,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I get bored with this car after a while, so
Uh-huh.
I like to bring out some bullshit, old 2000 tech motor in the front, drive shaft to a rear diff.
Right.
So there's so many different.
Very
You can,
traditional.
yeah, there's motors too that are upright like this, but they're back here. There's some that are on the side. There's so many. To
Is
me,
there
I
gas powered drift cars like this or no? That's all named.
no,
It's all-
not
it's all-
not indoor. No,
not indoor.
Not
well,
indoor.
yeah, but is there like a whole gas thing too?
Yeah,
Not
gas
really.
is more for like bashing and
Yeah.
buggy racing. Drifting isn't their place.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I mean?
no, that's
They
I
don't
just didn't
make the
know. You know what I mean?
torque.
If
Yeah.
people-
The engines being a little single cylinder, they don't make the torque, and an electric motor
That's
makes
good.
100% torque that it's going to at 0 RPM,
Yeah. So it's
and it's all tunable. So
Right.
this
that's cool.
and
That's
with,
good to know. That's good.
with the gyro and all that, that
And it's
approximates to
instant.
right.
Like with the nitro, you're like waiting, like what?
It was
Rev
cool.
up.
That's why you always hear them staying up high when they're doing their
Exactly.
Well, they
thing.
gotta
with
be full
the,
throttle.
with the gyros
Yeah.
the way they are, that approximates a spinning crankshaft and rotating assembly in an actual engine. So with the
Exactly.
gyro and brushless power and the sophistication of the ESCs nowadays, I mean, there's no reason that you would use nitro or gas for these.
Dang, that's wild.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cleaner. These cars are all nice and clean. If you've ever dealt with a nitro RC,
They smell
they're
too. I know,
covered
yeah.
in. You leave those. I mean,
You
yeah.
gotta degrease them after every time.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah,
bodies,
no
that
way.
stuff, gets on the paint and it
Yep.
eats at it. And like
Yeah.
when you spend a lot of time,
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of money, like the only stickers on this car is the Jet Davis one here, and anything that may be like on a glass part. The
Yeah,
rest
yeah,
of
yeah.
it's painted. That's Maston painted. That's
Oh,
on this
wow.
car. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah, ours is just vinyl. Yeah, that's
Different ways to do
Someone
it.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's cool. Yeah, yeah. No,
You look
no,
up a guy
it's-
named Mackie Works, and
Oh,
he has
my
done
goodness.
some
Crazy.
absolute
stuff.
crazy stuff.
we do street style too.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
that's nice.
single paint job.
See, I love the purple.
Yeah, it's just.
I was gonna say you just
People
probably
put
want to
lights
know.
in
Is that your RDX or is that a GOM also?
This is MC3.
Oh,
RDX space car.
Yeah, that's the newest model of my car. Well, not really model, but like the
the
chassis.
version. Yeah, the
The
version
newest
of it.
chassis.
So what?
So you can start with a box stock
Whoa.
RDX and you'll end up in that.
I don't even
That
know
is the
what
newest. Like it's the bottom, the deck, the standoff, the upper frame, all that is, and then the front LC, the front lower control arm is the front upper.
Can I turn
the
it upside
knuckle-
Oh,
down?
absolutely. Yeah, it's not fragile.
No, they're
Now
solid.
don't be scared. They're pretty tough cars. You'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
Now, RDX is a nice platform for people starting out too, because they make it simple, and the company went in to make it. It's an inexpensive kit
How
as
much does
well.
something like this run for?
Well, that's the MC3 conversion. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
RDX,
No,
like,
yeah.
the STXRC, they're like $285 for the
And that's here in
kit.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's here in
Oh,
town.
nice,
That's
okay.
our local
That's
hobby
Mike's shop.
store, and somebody contributes
Yeah,
to
that's
the
Mike's
lounge.
shop.
as
That's
well.
the guy that I met with you.
Michael,
at-
yeah, Michael
yes,
Musette.
Michael. He is
friend
very
of mine.
good friends with my cousin, and I know.
Yeah,
like,
Roland.
Ah, yeah.
Roland's is over at the shop.
Yes.
Yeah, so these they start out fairly cheap, and you can get as much fun with one of those as you can with any of the comp
Very
style
true.
cars. The comp style cars dial in adjustability for comps.
Yeah,
If you're not
Specific-
doing that, if
yeah.
you're just starting out, you don't need any of this stuff.
So, like you're saying on
Not that
the
you want to end up there, but
yeah,
Right. You
get your,
But what
get your pinky in the water.
So on those entry level ones that you say to get,
Yeah.
is there they come just one alignment? You kind of just run that.
Yeah,
The
they-
RDX does.
they're
It doesn't
set,
let
yeah.
you adjust anything.
Yeah,
so
it's
ready to
dummy
go.
proof.
Oh
Right.
wow, that's
and
cool.
it's in like the how do you say? There was some guys that worked for Yokomo. This is the story. I'm not
No,
100%.
you got it right. You got it
So these dudes worked for Yokomo, and then they wind up quitting, and they started their own shit. And then they made this RDX chassis. When it first came out, it was called the Plastic Fantastic, and they couldn't keep them on the shelves. Super G, no one. They were just boom, boom, boom. They were getting just sold crazy.
Super easy to drive.
Dude, yeah, so-
oh wow.
People were using these box stock in comps, bro, and like dominating. And they only got better like once you learn how to tune and you started putting your adjustable turnbuckles on and put your alignment settings and all that kinds of stuff. Then it becomes a whole different animal. It becomes the way you want it, the way you set it up.
That's cool.
So, but like box stock, you're ready to rock, bro. You just you put it down and go.
You're saying box stock. So what is the difference between a box stock and what you have here in front of us?
Okay, so this is closer to box stock.
So I'm assuming more plastic versus
Yes, sir.
anodized.
Definitely, yeah. All
Okay.
plastic little bits in here and there. And then also when you buy these cars, they don't come with any electronics. It's just a chassis. No wheels, no tires, no electronics.
Just add your own ESC.
So
your
what's
own
the price
controllers,
on
everything.
Set
something?
two, I'm gonna say
So-
three, like for
so
like
it's
a
like
whole
look-
build or just the
So
chassis.
once you get, like you're saying, by the time you want to
Oh, for
keep the
somebody
basic,
fresh to hop in.
So I know
Yeah.
Mike has like budget friendly ESCs and servos and stuff like that. But
like if
I
I
mean,
were to go buy one, Skylar, how much do you need? And just build me a basic setup that I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna comfortable like to have. I mean,
Like I'm not going pro. This
It's
is let me
600
learn
and
on
up.
this.
I'm gonna say about 600,
About 600?
and that's
That's not too
overshooting a little bit. So if you save money, you feel better about it.
Yeah, no, but
So,
you know,
like,
okay, like
yeah.
you want.
Because you have to also factor in your controller. Your controller is going to be $100.
So I was gonna say the controller's different.
Yeah,
than the chassis. period.
Controller is fucking half of what like when I say half, I mean like
It's radio control.
yeah, it's radio control,
it's
bro.
radio
It's what's gonna make your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you. It's
But
like being
you
on
said
a
earlier,
stock
you wanna
PCM
spend the
or a
money
Holly.
on a controller.
Right.
So the
Don't-
thing is, you want to spend the more money, not in general, but you want to be the most upfront on the money for the controller
Yes.
versus that right
Yes.
there, because your controller is going to be.
The most important part.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you'll use it, you'll not outgrow it.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
can
say
just add, like, if you want to buy a monster truck or a race car or a dirt buggy, you just buy a receiver for it for whatever and link it. But some of them hold like 250 models on a single radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you
So I
can
use
use
one radio
that-
on like 4 or
you
5
get the old
cars.
school,
And
like-
No, ain't no crystals. No. No.
And then there's a SD card you can switch out and put another 250 on it. And,
Oh, wow.
however,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I got one controller, 4 cars, and I mean,
Okay.
So that's good to know, because if you buy a controller, you get into it, you're just like, oh no, I
Right.
got my.
and what's
why
cool
not
too is
do
that
that?
you can turn your cars on and throw them all on the track. Drive one car, you pull that car off, you go to the controller. Tick, tick, tick. All right, we're driving my other
And there's
car
a
now.
little screen, you just dial
Yeah,
it in.
yes,
right.
Dial it
Pick
on
the
your
channel you
screen.
want.
Switch it.
Oh wow.
And it saves all your settings on there, so you can have all these different tunes and like the radio.
Oh, so the controller has the different
Yes.
settings as well.
And
Yeah.
also, you can tune your ESC some from your controller. Like I know Matt's a Sanwa player, so if Matt has the Sanwa ESC, he can go on his controller and say, I want to add X amount of boost, turbo, drag brake, etc., 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 and it'll ride onto there. So he don't got to pull the car off the track for nothing. He can do it all from there.
Wow.
servo and gyro
Everything.
as well with the same
Oh,
stuff
good
from
Yes.
the radio.
Oh, well, you want to pull off. You don't want to do all the motion, but
Yeah.
you
Okay.
could. You know what I mean? You could. There ain't nothing to say you can't, but that's something I'd pull off.
So
Oh,
it
dang.
gets pretty complicated. And for people that are interested in this stuff, like Skylar was talking about the RDX when I had to get up just a second ago, but he's got a Kaiju deck. The nice thing about Kaiju, which is RCO or RC Oasis, and he mentioned Junior drives for them.
Yeah,
He's a
Junior
Texas
does.
player out of San Antonio.
Oh,
He
yeah.
won today over in Leander. He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
first
Oh yeah, I
place.
saw that.
Oh,
Congrats.
nice.
That's
You
there. So
definitely won.
Texas is so big, we're splitting 4 regions for this. And then, once you qualify, you make it to the big dance in Southern California in
Yeah.
October. So that's how that works. But yeah, Junior won today. He drives for RCO. Kevin Tan, he's out there. He
Dang.
just got picked up by RevD that makes the RDX. It's kind of a promoter of sort, like a logistics guy, not a driver. But he always says I'm a placeholder for my team. you know.
Yeah.
He designs the stuff, but the Kaiju deck is nice because literally, like if you want an overdose like rear end,
So
it's
each,
modular.
each one of these plates you can order separately.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I can order a front half of a GOM on the rear half of my
and if
Kaiju.
you want this car's front end, you can put it on,
On
that.
that
A Kaiju
oh,
lets
yes.
you mix
It's all
and
pushable
match.
now.
It's
So,
all universal, everything
Yeah,
else.
as long as you buy the
big kid
kits.
Legos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
it's like a Lego
Way to
chassis.
put it
lets you do
like
it all.
that.
It's true, bro.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is like when you get to drive this and see the difference, and if you like it or not, and sometimes it's a good, sometimes it's a down, but it's so much fun to sit there and tune, and when
Nerd
you
out.
and whenever you start seeing like the difference, you're like, oh shit, that's a big difference.
Right.
It worked.
Like,
it worked.
back to like
exit speed. Or
yeah, like back to talking about like helping each other out. I was having trouble with this car when I first put it together because we'd be in a train and I would start pulling out. Like I'd be third, fourth car back, and I was like, why the fuck am I'm getting grip somewhere and I'm pulling out. Matt's like, add X amount of camber in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I was like, fuck it, I don't know what else to do. I did it and back in the game. I was like, damn, all right,
That
thanks,
worked.
Matt. That
Yeah,
fucking helped
hell
big
yeah.
time. And he was
Dang.
like, yeah, sometimes this and that, whatever. But I was like, damn, it helped. So now when people are having that problem, I'm like, Matt said to put this much in the back. Try it.
I mean, it's the lounge, it's just kind of what works there. And
So
Yeah.
So at the lounge, are y'all open all the time, or what is is it just hey, hit us
maybe
up
4
after?
days a week, if not more.
Sean definitely.
Yeah.
Another Sean, he's diehard now. When he started out, I was like, let's see how long this guy does it. And he's been doing it for a while. I give him
Yeah.
respect, no problem.
But it's not like an open thing. You're not an actual business. It's just
No,
y'all.
it's
like
a
a
private track,
Yeah.
but
How do they get? How do people get a hold of you to
get on
to that?
Facebook? There's a Drift Lounge Corpus Christi page, and a lot of people's like, "Hey,
A
I'm
group.
from out of town. I'd like to come drift. How do I do that?" And we'll send them a private message and add them to like the Facebook Messenger. Lounge open at 7 is usually how. So we do this a lot. So anybody's looking to get into it, we're going on what, year 4 now?
Yeah,
Y'all
you
just have a
This isn't
Facebook
going
only, no
anyplace.
Instagram, or just
Yeah.
hit
Yeah,
y'all up
this
on
isn't
y'all's
something
Instagram.
bad. We're in it. You can see our cars and multiples. We're in it.
Yeah.
We're not going anyplace.
No, yes.
You know.
Well, that's cool. That's to getting to that. So when people want to get into that, they just hit y'all up and hey, we're open. Come
Bro,
on. out.
when the dojo closed, when my buddy was like, the lease is up and I'm not gonna renew, I was like, fuck, that sucks. And then later on, I heard these dudes were doing something, and I was like, oh, I hope they do. And then, long story short, they did it, and I was like, thank God, because we're all deep into this, like
Right.
at the
It's already
time.
there.
And then whenever they said, oh, we're gonna do this, and this is how we're gonna do it, I was like, oh, dope. So the next thing you know, bam, the lounge is born, and here we are.
Yeah.
And it has grown
So do
substantially.
y'all change tracks a lot, or do you just keep one?
How long do we have? We've had this one for a bit, but
So-
he gets a wild hair and is like, "We're doing a
So it's
redesign."
not just the same track. That's good that y'all
No,
are
no, we
constantly
switched it up.
changing
We
it up
switched
and
it up.
everything else. That's
Definitely.
good.
You got to after a while. You get,
Yeah, it gets a little
Yeah.
monotonous, you know.
I know that's what the first thing when I changed the track layout, everybody's like, it's more than 3 turns and it's not long ones, and I'm like, yeah,
I fucking love that.
yeah. And they're like, dude,
Because
it was just like,
I'm gonna have one.
Oh, so
yeah.
My car's gonna be like 150 horsepower. Like I can't be doing no big
Dude,
sweepers if
JJ
and when I come
was-
back.
JJ was like, thank you. This was the best thing. Like
Yes.
my little low
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
jamming.
And
I
we
was
just
like,
found out that JJ's diff is not the right diff.
No.
He needs to go down a couple gears, but
I was like, I
JJ
made JJ happy. Yes.
yeah,
I was like,
he
yeah.
did good. He did real good.
Let me knock that off my checklist real quick.
I did feel bad because after their little kiss, I was like, I had my kids, so they were already cranky, ready to go home. So as I'm leaving, I look and he's like, my goddamn oil filter, some seal broke and oil's on the floor. I was like, oh man, later.
what happened to the team?
Yeah, I
What
was
happened
like,
to the
well, I was
team?
already leaving, and I was like, damn. I was like, well, lucky guy had his trailer.
Yeah,
They
we
took
got
him home.
The team got him home.
Oh,
so
I
it's
was
all
like,
good.
damn, dude.
I always get y'all mixed up. So, well, I know you don't, but Guy
It's
is
the guy with the big old
is
beard.
the guy with the
Yes.
FRS. okay.
Guy with the
And then
FRS.
the buddy with the Mustang is
Paul.
Paul.
Okay, it was Paul and Guy who I kind of like. And I talked to Paul a little bit after the last one, and I kind of like picked his brain, and I was like, "Bro, how'd you get into this?" He's like, my friends, and I was like,
Paul started RC drifting.
"Yeah," and that's what he's like.
he was
my
the, he
friends,
was
they
the
told
regular
me."
dude at the lounge.
Still is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he was telling me, and he was like, "Man, this
It's
is so
a gateway
cool. and It's
drug
crazy."
both ways,
Yep.
actually.
Uh-huh.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
mean,
I
if
had
you're
never
in it-
really talked to him, and he told me the motor issue with his car,
Yeah.
and he kind of broke it
Yeah.
down. He's like, "Man, dude, but I'm ready to get it back up, and I want to do this, and I want to do
Oh,
this."
he's
I was like, "Dude,
thrashing
that's
on it
so
right
badass."
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speed.
I've been thrashing on my car all day.
Man.
I'm excited to see that
So-
car he's got coming out.
So you came in, you bought a 350Z. What was your what was a basic rundown? Give us a basic rundown real quick. Just of what you did to your 350Z as your basic entry, because you're not a pro, you're not seasoned, you're not nothing. You are new to real drifting. What was your recipe to come out?
Yeah, what was your
and
recipe,
drive.
Donnie?
Well, I knew with this, like, adjustable arms and everything, so I went full, like, I mean, I really, I had a budget set, and I got the 350 fairly cheap, so I went full adjustable arms, kind of knowing kind of the setting I kind of, like, going off of this wanted,
Uh-huh.
and, like, just getting on the internet and, like, kind of, you know, looking, and, yeah, just going out there and trying to have a good time,
And
you
see
know,
that. But so you got what year's your car?
04,
So you got a DE 350Z
yes.
stock. I know
Yeah.
it's probably not tuned. You got exhaust on it?
Yeah,
Okay, so a little exhaust. What else? Cold air intake.
cold air, and then I
Okay.
put a
Power
The
wise, what do you
GK
have?
Tech Center roll gravity kit, right?
yeah.
Didn't you do
So
that?
you
yeah.
have
You did the
so you
angle
have that.
kit.
You have the little
Angle
GK. So it's just the
kit.
GK Tech outer tie rod
Yeah.
outers with the outer stuff, the basic setup.
Right.
Not a crazy. That's
Yeah, he was looking at Wi-Fi. I was like, you don't need
Yeah.
that. You don't need that.
Not yet.
But
Next
to
year.
start off, that kit is 350, and then you bought a 03 or 04 DE car.
Yeah.
Oh, then
And
he
then-
got those coilovers too, right
I got
there. Rev 9,
coilovers,
So
Rev
you got Rev 9 coilovers,
Rev
so
9.
they're $600.
Yeah.
So then you got the adjustable rear arms, which if you did the rear coilover delete, you probably did toe arms and camber
Yeah.
arms,
Yeah.
correct?
All
Mhm.
there.
And then you did the okay, so you did the traction arms too. You did the
Yeah.
forward ones, and then you did. I just saw you had a hydro e-brake too.
Yeah.
So is that
yeah.
that a
But that was
inline?
at the very end.
It's no, but it's an inline, right?
No.
Or it's a, okay, so it's
You
a
did
dual.
dual caliper on that one?
So
Oh,
it's dual
dual
caliper.
caliper.
Okay, so you got a DE, You got everything else, and it works.
Yeah.
And you're out there driving. Any problems with the car? Crazy?
Tires.
And that's exactly. But that's the point I'm trying to get at. Is that you came in new. You did the recipe we've been preaching on. Every show we preach on it.
Right.
And as much people give hell on the 350Zs and everything else, it's the simple gateway to get into there. And then later on, you want to go and do your thing and buy your thing or whatever.
I think
But-
I'm 5 in, and then I bought an S14.
Yeah, I was about to say. Zeke,
Yeah,
how about the
but
other one?
no, but that comes along. But you got your seat time down.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like,
Well,
Yeah,
5 minutes
definitely.
not bad for a complete car.
no, and you're
No.
making events. You're not.
Hey, with a
A
full
track
Rocket
ready
Bunny
car.
kit on the front.
Dang, but and you're not spending your time in the pits. You're spending your time,
Nah.
and that's what I'm pushing at. Is that
Right,
people
right.
want to build all this crazy stuff to come out for their first time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you don't need that.
No,
Like everybody's like, oh, I want an HR, and it's like, man, you don't need it.
no.
Oh
Like-
my God! Speaking of that, dude, Hunter. Oh,
Oh, that's
he's like, I want to get my
we're
car
running out of
done.
time. Yeah, we're running out of time.
Oh.
There's a
I'm
whole
afraid
nother
to call his
episode.
boy.
Hunter's one of my best friends.
No, no.
He's one of my besties, and he's trying to drop some serious coin. I'm like, no, Hunter, just you don't need to
Just
spend
get it going.
$400
No.
and you can be on the track.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to.
but
He dropped
And-
the cylinder. That's all it was.
Yeah.
He dropped the cylinder.
I think he just needs injectors.
see,
He'll be back in the game.
Something.
God,
But
Hunter,
that's
come
what
on, buddy.
I try to preach on people. Like y'all try to preach on the basic setups, the basic, hey, get your
Yeah,
feet
you
wet.
don't need.
Exactly, and that's why I was hella happy when Skylar was like, "Hey Don," and I told Aaron, I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" And he's like, "Which one?" I said, "This." He's like, "Oh hell yeah!" So that's kind of a thing to both of us is like we preach on it, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, you just want the 350Zs out," and it's like, no, I want people driving. Like,
Yeah.
S chassis aren't a dime a dozen like they used to be back
No,
in the day.
sir.
I bought my first S chassis for $400. That's how I got into
Dang.
drifting.
Good
Dude, I got mine for
That's what you
900
can.
with a cage.
Yes.
My first one.
Yeah, so when I started into drifting, I had a single cam, welded, no coilovers,
Right.
outer tie rod ends, and that was it. And it's like from there, then I got my SR car, then I got my KAT car, then I got my other KAT, and then it was like and then I found the 350Z, and it was like,
I never knew you had KAT cars.
yeah,
Never knew that.
the KA, it was the SR, but it wasn't a turbo one.
Oh,
So no,
NASR?
KAT, yeah, sorry, no, it was the SR. So when I bought my SR, it was basically NA because I pulled the freaking deal off and the motor was toasted. The cam bearings were toasted, everything. I was so pissed because I traded my KA car. I was building the KAT car and I traded that car for that car. and I was
Honestly, at this day and age, I'd rather have a built KAT than an SR.
yeah, so I got the SR and I looked at it and I was so pissed. And the dude's all, sorry, we already traded. And I was like,
Damn, what a motherfucker.
dude,
he
I
knew.
was pissed. And it was a coupe and it had the Nismo wheels on it. It had the front cowl. It had everything, dude. And I was just like,
Damn.
yeah, I was pissed, dude. And I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? I learned my lesson. Then I went to my other KA. And
I
was
definitely
like,
have
okay.
a KA on the back burner right
So
now.
I was
I'm
going
like,
to turbo it. And then that's when me and Raymond stumbled upon the 5.0s. And then I was going to 5.0 it. And then I bought my Z. And then I was like, I'm selling it. I'm getting rid of it. Like, once I got into the Z, it was
I'm going
like,
to get an easy button car.
yeah. Oh, believe me, I've heard it.
Oh, no, I'm just
But it's like,
bullshitting.
Training wheels.
But people say that, dude. I've had that car 16 years.
Yeah, you had it for a long time, bro.
16
Long
years
time.
I've had my car, and it's like as much as I'm like, bro, that
Go with
car,
the kitchen.
And the
Yeah.
only reason I bust balls when I say that, but the only reason I say it was because Jeff had a touring edition purple 350Z, and I remember he was like, "You want to do a lap in my car?" And at this time, I forgot the layout, but you had fucking noodles hanging, like pool noodles. You had them taped to cones, and
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
hanging like
yeah.
clip points.
yeah.
Bro, I hit every single noodle in that goddamn Z, and Jeff was like, "Damn, I don't even drive like this." I was like, "Cause you got a fucking Z." And I was like, I need to get a goddamn Z. And then I was like, nah, I'm going to stay true to my 240 roots.
Yeah. But see, and now people that have 240s, they go buy Z's because you wreck a 240 now.
Yeah, and that's
It's
what
like,
I'm scared of. That's
yeah.
what I'm telling these dudes. I was like,
That's the whole
I
thing,
might
yeah.
drift this car, but I mean, I'm not gonna hop behind fucking JJ or have JJ behind
Yeah,
me.
no, 'cause then-
No,
yeah.
goddamn, I'm gonna
And
play.
you don't drift it because of drivability. You don't drift it because you're scared. Like
Yeah,
Carlos,
like I've
Carlos
never
can
had a
drift
nice
his and I'm
car.
like,
I want
man,
this
dude,
car to
yeah.
be nice. I've never owned.
Exactly.
All my cars have been thrash cars,
Z's
purpose
are
built.
kinks. They
And
are
that's
kinks.
I see that now.
Yeah.
I definitely do. I almost got a G35 for cheap, but it had a messed up motor, and I was like,
I don't want
and then my buddy was like, "You can just take it and pay me later." I was like, "No, no, no." And then the 240 came up, and I was like,
Okay,
"Thank
that-
God I
yeah.
didn't do that."
That's cool because
So I
you
got
know
the
what you want to
240.
do. So
But I mean, at the end of the day, like I was telling this dude too, I was like, I think when I'm done with this car, I'm gonna go back to Hondas. I want to build a damn
See how long that
CRX.
lasts.
I want to build a
That's
CRX.
that's the same thing. I got into drifting too, and now I want to build a hot rod. I send him stuff all the time too, and I'm like, I
What
think it's
kind of
time to
rod?
build. I want to build a rat rod or something.
Nice.
I don't, I don't know if I want to do a gasser or a rat rod. I'm still kind of,
Right.
but just something different. My dad has a 55 Chevy and a 56. So
Ooh,
growing up
I'd
around
mix
those.
'em. I'd do your Camaro and make it a gasser.
Yeah, so I had a Camaro, I sold it, and
What
now
year?
I want to get a 72. I had a
Nice.
72 split bumper and I sold
Damn,
it.
my uncle had the
Damn.
73
Yeah.
split bumper.
And that was my dream car
Or
and I
70
sold it.
something
So
split
yeah,
bumper.
I was kind of there, but it's coming back on me and I'm kind of like, maybe I'll get something.
So you like
do
stuff
something.
other than just
Yeah, other than drifting, man. I went to a car show last night and I was talking to the guys and they saw my tattoos and they're like, but you're driving an import. And I'm like, I grew up around hot rods and
Right.
everything else.
That's
So
Yeah, no,
no.
we all had our different
I'm full hot
upbringings.
rod.
Yeah.
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 I'm just now getting in the import. Like, shoot.
Yeah.
I like them all. I mean, it's just like Carroll Shelby had a saying, he's like, performance is where you
Is where
find
it's
it.
at.
You
I
know,
mean,
it's like he didn't care. you
Matt
know?
has some nice cars.
Oh, yeah. know, he does.
He
I
goes
saw
from
that.
Honda world to Ford world. He's got it in between.
That's
like he's
crazy.
all the way across the board.
I like them all.
He almost
Yeah,
bought
no,
an
but that's
S15
cool.
a while
You
back.
get to
I
do it,
remember
yeah.
that too.
Yeah, but baby kind of
Yeah.
was like maybe pump the brakes
Yeah,
on
hold
that
on.
one.
They're
My
still
wife's
high in
riding
price,
with me
too,
in it,
yeah.
and that next weekend she's like, "Hey, I need you to be home. I'm driving back from visiting a friend in San Antonio, and I got a couple tests you need to look
Oh
at."
no! Oh no!
So yeah, no, it's not an no thing, but it's one of those like I still can
No,
make
no,
the
not
car,
yet. No,
But I'm
believe me,
just
know
like, I
it.
don't need a project sitting
No.
there when
Yeah,
I'm
you mean
working
like-
on
yeah,
this. I don't need a project car right now.
Well, hell yeah, man. We can't thank y'all enough for coming on here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks for
man,
having us,
like
It was fun catching up.
Yeah.
everything to do. It's
We want y'all addicted to this, too.
Yeah.
Like everybody else that's gonna be watching
Yeah,
this. We
and
want
that's what-
them going and buying stuff at the local hobby store.
yeah, and that's what we're trying to
Wherever.
do is just build Corpus in a whole circle to where there's people don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
people don't know about y'all shop. People
Exactly.
don't know about our Drift Corpus stuff, and it's like, man, what do we got to do? So that's why we started this podcast. Yeah, we're the Drift Corpus Podcast, but it's also to like, hey, let's get other people. Like,
we
yeah, we have
started
our
with
friends.
like with the saying of exposure leads to expansion. The
Exactly.
more
Right,
we can expose light on
right.
what we do and what everybody else does, the bigger it'll grow. And
Yeah,
the community will
so-
grow tighter together.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
for
and as
sure.
much as we can do, man, I hate it when people Corpus is it's like y'all need to come down here. Like I know all the bullshit in the car scene and all the whole stuff like that, but we got more to offer like
Mhm.
everywhere around.
Right.
Whether it's the hot rod scene or everything else. I mean, those Snapkiss guys are fucking tried and true on
Right,
that stuff.
right.
And it's like
Definitely.
people that come from out of town, they're here on a weekend. It's like, hey, go check that out. And they go like, that's in Corpus. These cars are here. This is here. This is here.
Yeah.
Today I bought a handbrake from a guy that has a whole sim rig, and I'm like, man, bro, you drift? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I'm just selling my rig because I'm gonna move, and I don't want to move all my rig. I said, you know, we host drift
Shit, where's
events.
the rig at?
Yeah. I said, you know, we host drift events in town. He's all, where at? And I'm like, I met him at the store right by the track. I was like, right there. And he goes, dude, no way. I live on Old Brownsville Road. And I'm like,
What?
I was like, get out of here. And I'm like, yeah, bro. I said, we have one here in 2 weeks. Come check us out. He's all, dude, are you kidding me, man? I didn't know. And I got in.
Did he have a real car though?
No. He
Oh,
just had
okay,
a sim
okay, just
drifting,
come check
but
it out.
his sim
Okay.
Was all,
I was like, what's he driving?
yeah, no, his sim was all like decked out and everything. So just trying to get that exposure to everybody that
I've
we
been
can
telling
out here.
everybody I know.
Yeah, and it's crazy that some people don't, and that's all we're trying to do is just make Corpus grow as a whole because we are behind times. We are behind water. Let's
Yep.
not get on that subject, but
Yeah.
we're behind in a lot, and it's like the people that we want to highlight is the people out there doing what they have to do. Going, you go to events and they're like, that guy's from Corpus, like, holy shit, like. I used to get that all the freaking time, like, oh yeah, and I'm like, dude, we got a whole plan
Yeah,
out there, and that's
right.
what I tell the drivers in every driver meeting. Like, I am so fond that I have my connects with all the other drivers, and we have our chats and we talk and we expand. And they're like, oh, dude, this dude from Corpus was here jamming, dude. How's he? And I'm like, oh, he's gonna jam, bro. Like, trust him. Like, he's gonna do this, this, and this. So, talking with everybody else and just hearing Corpus come out of something that we started because we didn't want to travel out of town all the time because people can't travel out of
Right.
town all the time. I mean, some of us have the money to, and some of us have the expansion to go out in everywhere and thing. But like you said, going out and competing, you have just as much fun with your friends at your local hometown track
Right.
than people do on the road. So getting to that part of your life where you're enjoying it, that's what it's all about. Like that's
Even at comps, what people most look forward to is even the judges. let's get the comp over with, out of the way, get the pictures, people holding trophy, and now it's an open
And it's
track.
jam, yeah.
That's
That's how
what
it
that's
is.
why
That's
everybody
how it
really
is.
goes is for the
Do your homework, then go
non-comp
play.
Yeah.
session of the comp.
That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
And
Then
that's,
you can start catching doors.
Right.
yeah, and I mean, we're all in that stage
Open
of our life.
track.
We're having fun.
Everybody loves their open
Yeah.
track, and everybody's boom.
Going at it, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, like I said, it's all about having fun and enjoying everything and sharing that wealth
Right.
of joy with everybody that we can. And I love doing it, man. No matter all the bullshit going on out in the world today, it's like you get in that car, everything's gone.
Yep, I don't remember-
Everything's gone.
I don't
The
remember
building,
anything.
So
the
when
doing
y'all
stuff
come to the
for
lounge,
friends. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to set up a date. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to send you my schedule.
schedule,
Yeah,
man.
so,
Just any given night,
I'm
man.
a
Like,
yeah.
Just a weekend hanging
yeah.
out. You know, maybe you'll get me over there because
Yeah.
I haven't been behind
We'll
the
make
controller
it
like a month.
happen.
Hell yeah.
Like,
No,
you
we
know.
will for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have a beer, hang out, and then check it out.
Yeah, we got a
Go for it.
fridge in
I'm
there.
I'm not gonna hold you captive, but
No.
It's fun.
it is.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
over
is.
in the bluff. It's not like you got to drive a whole lot.
That's far
you
from
know.
me. I live in.
It is.
Hillside.
He definitely listens to
It's an hour away.
This ain't Houston.
Yeah.
This ain't Houston, man. You can make.
That's true. That is true.
You're gonna get hooked. You're gonna love it. You're gonna like the camaraderie. You can be like,
I'm
and
definitely
with
excited
these guys doing this and coming over to Drift Corpus, Paul,
too.
and
It's a huge
man,
thing.
I know
yeah.
Tristan's working on our
Yeah,
car
Tristan.
too. All these
Oh yeah,
people that are
Tristan.
doing
Tristan
this
too.
hobby stuff like are coming over. It's
cool.
like, oh, I want to do the real thing.
Hell
I
yeah.
got 2 more guys in my crew coming.
There you
Right.
go. Hell yeah.
I'm building that shit.
Thank you so much for that, man. That means like.
Yeah,
that means
man.
a
We used to
lot.
roll pretty deep over there
Yeah.
back when I had my shop.
Oh yeah.
We had a whole gang of mother effers that would go
Aaron, any closing?
One last question for each of you.
spit it.
And all your years and your years and your years of doing what y'all have done leading up to here, what has been your best memory?
Like in
You
general,
don't have to
like
go on a
with
big ass story. Just a basic.
In drifting to RC drifting, from autocrossing to motorsport
If you've
background.
done with somebody special, if you had that
Yep.
special moment where you were like, "I'm glad I'm here."
my best memory, real drifting, probably just
Anything? No.
just
yeah.
I mean, well, I got so many best memories. Probably having my kids.
I mean,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do this for fun, man. This is my stress reliever. But I don't know. I guess my best memories is watching my homies have fun with cars we build
Right.
together.
That's what it's about.
Straight
right
up,
there, man.
straight. If honestly,
That's badass.
that's what it is
that's
for
what
me.
we need.
Like
Watching-
cheering for people that are, if I can't be somewhere like this last SDC, newborn baby, I was gonna leave my wife.
Yeah, no,
even
you
though
can't
she
do
said
that.
you can go,
Ah,
I'm like,
yeah. Hold on. Let's
Just
try.
give me- I like
Recipe for
cheering for all the
disaster.
Texas
Yeah.
people. And I keep mentioning SDC. It's an international event, like the Japanese champs.
Come out, damn. That's
Factory sponsored guys are coming
Coming
over.
out
We
there.
got it like that here in
It's good to go.
America. And just cheering everybody on, being there, but being there with your friends. Like when I see these guys like at different places when we
It's cool.
travel, yeah, it's
I
like
bust my friends' asses for not traveling, and it's like when I
used
see
to go a
everybody
lot.
there.
Like we would go a lot.
I'm just like, I'll come pick you up. There's no
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah.
I will drive you. There's no-
He picks me up. Hey, he's picked me up plenty of times too, man. Going out of town.
Yeah,
What's your
it's-
memory, Don? What do you think the?
When we opened the track, it was pretty damn cool. When we opened the drift lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we didn't think it was going to be as big as it has become.
That's
like
cool.
we kind of just
Lounge
did it.
project. It was
Yeah,
a
it was a
project.
project.
See
It
how
kinda like-
goes.
His was kind of dwindling away, and I was way too
Because
invested
the
in
lead
this stuff.
situation.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
no,
the-
yeah, not a bad
it
thing,
was
but
the-
yeah.
It wasn't the scene. It was the
No,
lead.
It was
yeah,
the
yeah.
physical location
Yeah.
that was the,
And
the
And
issue.
we were in the heart of the ghetto. We were like, that Buttercrust turn? We were in that corner.
Oh, yeah.
We had tweakers at night. Like, if
Yeah.
my car will pay out there, I think
Yeah.
we're all right.
Yeah.
One of my really good buddies in Fire Bluff, his family owns the area, like the little storage unit
Uh-huh.
and so I got a good deal on it,
And providing that joy to everybody
Yeah,
with your
you know,
best thing,
like-
like
Yeah, we appreciate it, guys.
yeah.
And we don't charge a fee. We're the only track in Texas, probably anywhere, that doesn't charge a track fee. We have a donation jar.
oh hell yeah,
But,
Yeah.
I mean, we want people in that badly where 3 of us foot the bill for the rent.
yeah,
And we just eat that.
yeah, no, because
I
it's
mean,
for the joy.
and
You're
of it.
welcome to bring a case of beer if you want to.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, right.
That's why I
They'll
tell people,
clean
yeah.
or they'll haul trash. They're like, hey, I can't afford to
Yeah.
pay. But I do have a pickup. Give me all the cans and, food
I'll take it.
wrappers and
That's how
throw
we
it
do
out
it.
for us, or sweep up. And people do all kinds of stuff to help
To
out
help,
and
but that's
contribute.
what I tell.
what it's
and
all about.
Physical labor, putting
I
the
can't-
tile down. They were there
Yeah,
helping us
doing that.
put that
And-
stuff
Yeah.
down.
And that's what I tell the drivers. Like the only thing I have to say, I'll keep y'all's place clean. And I
Yeah.
don't think we've ever had a day where
Right.
like
No,
Yeah, we'll tell them to leave the trash bags and we pick up. But I don't think we've ever had a day where we're like,
picking up after people.
here we go, let's
Yeah,
go
it's never
pick
been
it
a
up.
good-
And that is like a huge thing. And
Right.
I thank everybody that drives because
yeah.
that small stuff, like you're
It
saying,
does.
the little help is just like it's a relief on the owners of the track, on the owners that have to keep, because you have to report to somebody on rent. I have to report, and it's like, man, some people don't realize, like, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
it's a huge thank
Exactly.
you. To
Little
us like
things
that.
mean a lot.
Yeah.
Just do.
Uh-huh. What about you, Sean? What's your favorite?
Oh man, there's so many. It's hard. I mean, I just love being, able to compete, and then, having my wife watching, and now I've got a daughter that can watch me do this, meeting all kinds of people. I think, like, literally I'm standing at Super G, and one of the guys that was teching cars is Justin Pollock.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And his son's there, like, competing.
Yeah.
And, it's just, I'm just looking around at all these people. I'm looking at my friends. I'm looking at famous people. I'm looking at people I've met for the first time because I'm pitting next to them and we're
Yeah.
talking about going to each other's tracks. So I think it's really a collective memory
That's cool.
of just meeting all these people and people from all around the world, people from Japan,
Right.
Canada, and those guys from Hawaii came over.
that's
I mean,
badass.
just Dubai, you name
Everywhere.
it, and it's just really awesome. There's a language barrier, but we get past
You'll
it
get past
though.
it, yeah. Uh-huh.
It's the community aspect and the fact that everybody at the end of the day just wants to have fun, and we want that open track with
That's
everybody. And the competing is one thing, but I think the things you take away from competing helps in just casual driving as well, and it makes the trains cleaner. And I think post-production we're going to get you some footage where
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
in
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
close.
Send them all.
and,
I want to post up what I'll go over and we'll talk about it. Like I said, I'll get with y'all on after
yeah.
everything.
the
and-
scale builds are pretty amazing. Like, he's got a driver's seat and his chassis
Yeah, I
there. And
saw
I know
that. Hell yeah.
JJ's got a lot of stuff. George puts light, like, underglow kits in.
It's got a
Yeah,
little mono and a dash in it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a cop car, like a Lambo
Everything.
cop car. he
Yeah,
did.
that's
I mean,
cool.
It's
so there's
cool.
all this stuff that
Just
goes
so
into it.
much.
Other than the drifting, I mean, it's like a little scale
style.
model
Yeah,
kit
yeah,
that you can
yeah.
just drive it around. So, everybody can express themselves. Or, man, my car, I always wanted these rims.
Right.
But for
Let me try 'em.
$15, I can have my own car. Dang. So, I mean, I want to
that
stress
camaraderie.
that for everybody. There's the camaraderie, and everybody's supportive, and it's cool. Hey, check out what I got, man. Or, oh, you
Got
got a
my
new body
BSK.
shop. Yeah, I put PSKFs on everything.
I got him in chrome.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank y'all again so much for coming. We
Thanks for having
appreciate
us.
y'all
Yeah,
big
thanks
time.
for
Like,
having
I
us,
can't
man.
wait to go out and try it and suck, but I'm gonna try it.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be great.
All right,
We
have
just gotta
fun.
get y'all there. We gotta get you there.
But all right, Aaron, it was a great
It
episode
was. It was.
in this new fancy facility.
This is
Yep.
fancy.
So we
Like,
can't-
subscribe,
Like,
click, everybody.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
just watch
Yeah.
it.
We'll put all their stuff in there. We're gonna put all the footage, all their ats, all their everything to get a hold of them. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode. We cannot wait for more guests.
Yep.
We have some crazy guests. Other than drifting, a whole bunch of different drivers, shops, people, everything.
All walks. All walks.
All walks, everything. We got some
Anything
plans
Corpus.
for the future. Anything Corpus. Our friends visiting Corpus telling us how cool Corpus is,
Yep.
and everything else. So
Well, got a
thank
whole
y'all
lot
so
cooler
much.
because we're in the produce studio.
And now, oh yeah, we are.
Yeah.
It's crazy getting still new car smell in here.
Yeah.
Cue the Jefferson
Yeah,
theme.
yeah.
Is that what that
Thank
smell
y'all so
is?
much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll see y'all on the next one. That's it.